CBS News.
It's Saturday, baby.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Sell Swords, episode 43.
Huzzah.
Yes. Huzzah!
Return to the Hazed Canyon. This week we pick up in Hydramel's lair, the lair of the lobotomized red dragon, where the party successfully deployed the arrow of dragon slaying.
And reclaimed it.
In order to slay Hydramel, Duncan the Black's pet. As well as a collection of magma monsters. Terrifying nightmare for most players, especially those heavily armored.
Mm-hmm. They touched me.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, yours currently has the broken condition, doesn't it?
During our prep, he repaired the arm.
Mending, I'm
Yeah.
assuming? Yeah.
Make whole, but there are various ways to do it. Yeah.
It's only a second level spell, so it's fine.
No. Okay. So the group has decided that they are going to breach Hydramel's caverns, make their way to Duncan's tower, and then assault the tower from the base, working their way up.
No pepper.
Can never expect it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
The lobotomizing device, we have that, correct?
Yes,
do.
you have removed it from the dragon.
We have
Could
the lobotomizing headpiece apparatus, a ring of resist cold 20, a ring of arcane might greater +2, and an amulet of ultimate steel. Natural attacks count as adamantine. Do we want to go ahead and equip some of this stuff before we move forward?
I recommend the amulet to the dog.
Arcane might to my friend right here.
I'll give him my first one if you don't mind. Would you like this little little +1?
I know, you owe him a ring.
Oh, yeah,
Just
by the
saying.
way, here you go. Here's your ring back. Absolutely. Thank you very much. And you can have this one if you don't mind, and I'll take the other one.
What ring did I lend you anyway?
He doesn't even remember.
ring of wish.
She gets to keep it.
No, I know. But either way, okay.
You borrowed the dragon thing from
No, shut up.
That's
Anyway,
already
what
been
did you
returned.
give me now? No, it hasn't.
It was a rod of
Piercing?
Intensify?
piercing.
Rod of piercing?
Yeah.
Here's your rod back.
Oh, you can keep it for now.
Okay.
I'll make one later.
We are going to be fighting a dragon again. I'm going to need
when?
the same.
Well,
the
Grandier.
blue dragon
Grandier.
thing. Anyway, Grandier.
This conversation needs to take place between the two people who want it, not the third person acting as their attorney.
Well, I would like my
It will
amulet.
take
I will
longer.
give it back. You will have it back after the blue dragon fight.
I'm going to write that down.
I'll give you the +1 ring.
Only survivors get their equipment.
Do we know if that shirt
+1
has
ring of
something to do with
arcane
it,
might.
or-
He has an amulet of mighty
Any
fist.
spell checks that usually cash level goes up to an
I think you would automatically.
I mean,
shit like that too.
He does. Well, you haven't
Plus
encountered
one
a lot of stuff with
Yeah,
Garrus
plus one.
Might.
So the only other person
Well,
that
if you're
could
going
use
against
that
spell
is
resistance,
Gauss.
it gives you a +1.
If you want.
Gauss has natural attack as well,
yes.
but that's it.
Yeah.
He's got claw attacks. But
Okay.
he already has an amulet slot filled, I believe.
Yeah.
Who has all their ring slots not filled?
many
Bernardo
does he have?
doesn't have all his ring
I have
slots.
2 now. I have a ring of protection +3, and I now have the arcane ring of might.
Hey,
+2.
Steve, not filled.
No, I said I was full. Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying, who does not have them not filled?
Bernardo has an open ring slot.
Okay.
And Ricardo has an
as
open
well.
ring slot.
Okay. Yes?
I have one open ring slot.
Okay. What about you?
All of mine are full.
All right, well, we have a ring of resist cold damage. It reduces 20.
I'd rather go to the front line.
I already have a ring of resist 20 fire on Bernardo. I don't know how those two would mix.
It's
One's cold, one's
stack.
fire.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to give it to Bernardo or not.
I like it on the front liner, so do it.
Okay.
Then
Boom.
we're gonna put on Bernardo.
Bernardo is now resistant to both cold and fire.
Yep.
Okay. And who wants to wear the lobotomizing apparatus?
I believe Duncan said he would put that on.
All right, cool.
I do want to. Can I arcane or do an arcana check on that?
The headpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to see. Or spellcraft, I guess. Yeah.
Well, knowledge arcana or spellcraft. Knowledge arcana would be more appropriate because this isn't a spell.
All right. All right.
Dylan, I'd like to roll a D100 to see how many
Good thing I have rings.
rust monster antennas I could harvest.
With that, it's going to be
That's a survival check.
15.
Okay.
35.
So you want me to roll a
I'll
survival
assist.
check to harvest?
I know, that's why I waited to see
Yeah.
what you got. 36 with his assistance.
Okay. So this is a form of torture device. It seems to be derived from like either like an Iron Mask or an Iron Maiden, basically some kind of apparatus to be installed around the head and face, and there are channels and markings within the headpiece written in Infernal that basically denote where to apply lobotomizing rods and needles. And then there will be openings, for the channel so that as you superheat the poker, as you place it, it will say like, oh, this will make it docile, this will make it feral, this will make it ferocious. Like basically, it's a guided type of thing. So somebody who doesn't necessarily understand. Yeah. So basically, somebody who doesn't have that high of a level of like.
Torture Smith.
Yeah. Well, they don't know the anatomy of the adult draconic brain. They can force it into certain types of behavior. It's a very evil contraption.
Okay.
Should just destroy it.
Issa would say that we should take that back to Sorton.
I was going to say the same.
Not so that he can use it, but so that he can learn that there are these types of instruments out there, so that he can potentially find ways to undo them without killing the individual that's been installed
Probably
on.
use it on the dragon he has.
And we can't
chained
shrink down
low.
that dragon body right now, right? It's too big.
No, we can't.
We have to chop it up a bit.
Yeah, we can just take the head though.
Chop it up.
Well, I mean, we can come back with the body. later some way.
Question.
Answer.
42.
If we were to skin the dragon, could we get scale for scale mill, like dragon scale mill?
Yeah, so dragon hide is a rare crafting material. You'd be able to make light and medium armor out of it, and it would give you draconic facets. It's a survival check to skin an animal.
Yeah.
I would
someone
address-
with survival can do that. We can do it tomorrow or the next day unless we're going to sleep here for the night.
Based off the size of the dragon, it would take about a week.
On
Yeah.
an entirely unrelated note, 25 on my survival check to get the
Antennae.
the antenna,
Okay.
and an assist from Steve, and equal to 19 on the die for that.
Okay. You can get 4 pairs that are intact and still rusty.
4 pairs, and will one antenna work, or does it have to be?
It has to be the pair. So you have 4 pairs of antennas.
So it has to be the pair touching together to
Yeah.
rust something.
Yeah, and
have
you'd
4
be able to
uses.
create. There are stat blocks for rust antenna whips, and I can get them to you.
I was going
Once
to
you
work on
fabricate
rusting
them.
arrows, but
That works too. Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
yeah, those aren't expensive items. I was hoping I could just pull the sharp points off of some arrows and put some rust antennas in there, tape it
Where
up
are you-
real quick.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna store these without?
A sack.
No.
I have a special scabbard just for this that I can keep them separate in.
Or like a quiver that's made of leather.
Well, that's what. Well, I mean, I have a
Quiver with a
magical
spell.
quiver
How's
that
everyone's
allows
health
me
looking?
to
Before
separate
we continue
my
on.
arrows.
Full.
Oh yeah, we
But
took 10
both
minutes
me
to
and
Yeah, it's going to take at least 1 day worth of crafting. So
Okay.
if you want to, we can
Okay, well,
retreat from the canyon
so
and
she
you can
knows.
craft those
I'm
out.
not the guy to make those decisions, so if we have to go on without them, that's fine.
Okay.
I still have them in hand to be able to go.
Just like
But we have this area sealed off for the most part, so
Yep. For now.
yeah, for now.
But I doubt we're going to stay here 24 hours.
I bet you he's aware that this dragon's dead.
There's a chance of that.
you might.
We need to
I mean,
strike.
did you know when your familiar died?
Yeah.
It's not familiar though per se.
I don't know, I think you just kind of.
I mean, they knew each other.
But the haze in the canyon's pretty thick, right?
Wait, he remembered his
Okay,
rating.
so I
Like
can still
thicker
see
than a bowl
for
of
that with my
oatmeal?
goggles.
Think we're gonna bowl it down.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But
Like
we
a
should
10 Tahoes. Though.
Was
Like
he?
a Josh show on a math test.
we should open one of the upper entrances and
Question
then,
though, was it actually his familiar or just a pet though?
You don't know.
It was just a joke I threw out.
yeah, as far as we know, he forcefully tamed a dragon.
All right, last question. How are we actually gonna leave this place? Because we like sealed up all the entrances.
We open up one of the top ones.
I'll make one.
Okay.
How?
Strength check.
Bombs.
Okay.
I mean, we also have pass wall. We have four.
Oh, also
Should
you
I-
could reduce your boulder that you put in the way.
Yeah, we have 5 scrolls of pass wall too.
Candidates have passed for me to try to reallocate this.
That we're not using anymore.
Did?
No.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
party hasn't declared they're taking anything more than 10 minutes. So at this point, no, because
Do
the
you
group
need-
could decide to start leaving.
Grandier, do you need 10 minutes to...
I would like a.
I don't know if a
How many nights
teleporting
was supposed to
Duncan
be?
is what I want if I want a 10-minute break right now.
Yeah.
Well, if
Just
he,
throwing it out there.
if he teleports in, he's coming in by... Well, he could have a few allies, but...
I mean, regardless,
Let us get out of the Dragon Cave, honestly, in my
Yeah.
we're obviously not going to go fight Duncan, so it doesn't matter what we do. So let's
I
go.
mean, just the idea that we're just burning oxygen right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a closed off cave.
It's a big cave, though.
Alright, so we go through one of the top ones,
Yeah,
use
but
the
I
pass
breathe
wall to
pretty
open
heavy.
it. Easy
Sure.
peasy.
Sounds
Yeah.
like an idea. I like it. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's do
But,
it.
Grandier, did you need the 10 minutes?
No, we can just keep going.
Are you sure?
Good.
Because we're in a secured room, technically.
I got
Yeah,
this, man.
But if we get 10 minutes, he gets 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we open one of the tops, one of the scrolls, and then we go out.
Yep.
And I will utilize my goggles to see as far as ahead as I can in the haze to make sure we avoid any patrols.
Okay.
And keep my eye out for a certain frog demon that has my shit.
Okay.
It's gonna die.
As you recall from your divinations,
Yes.
the bulk of the
And
frog demons tend to hang out near the tower, but specifically down a set of caves and caverns.
yeah, nearby cavern from one of the pillars, I believe. If you just had me walking around, ban might attack, just so you know. This side.
So you actually don't see many of them out in the sunlight. Even though there's a thick layer of fog down in the base of the cavern or of the canyon, there are no
No patrols?
there's no Hezro, and you also don't see any of the Boggards roaming around.
Oh, they're troglodytes.
They're not. They're Boggards.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Do we see any of Duncan's people?
You see several. Yeah, they are armed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely looked like they've upped their defenses since your previous endeavors. They are all functioning more or less like they are keeping weapons with them. They're keeping armor
Well, we
on.
did just attack the place like a week ago. So
Yeah,
I
so they're on alert. Yeah. However, they are more or less accustomed to the fog, and so you do see several of them notice you. They think they see the patrol, and then they, in common, they call out, thinking that you're.
We just Homer Simpson back into the fed.
Well, they call out that you're, other members of Duncan's entourage, and they basically just go, hey,
Oh. Hell!
we're heading to such and such a place to go check on these things, and you just go, okay, and then you keep
Gotcha.
going about.
Continue
Yeah.
your evil things, evil
Yeah.
men.
From what you can tell, they look to be more or less like several low-level adventurers. Like many of them have actual class levels varying from like cleric, wizard, sorcerer, all that kind of stuff. A few
Kinda got
oracles
that,
even.
didn't they? Yeah.
They weren't all just barbarians. It's just that for the most part they didn't really keep armor or anything
Just
about them
followers.
as they were gathering or moving around.
People
So
with many walks of life. I gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
so many of them are, as I just said, spellcasters along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
None of them come up to just full on examine you through the fog.
They're too busy.
They'll probably come within 60 feet.
Well, we make
70
sure to
feet.
keep enough distance to where
Yeah.
the haze
Does
keeps
its
us
job.
splurred enough that they don't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Just walk like you look busy and people
Yeah.
will leave you alone.
Like any similar formations they have, we would mimic and
Yeah.
just
Okay. And so there were actually two towers, if you guys recall.
I love that
Um,
movie.
from the last time we met. There's Duncan's tower, and then there's actually a second tower. Are you wanting to go straight to Duncan's tower, or are you wanting to clear that
The
second
second tower
first?
is something new. You would never describe the second tower before.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do a full recon on it.
I just want to get this done as quickly as possible and leave.
Is the second
Okay.
tower going above the haze, or
Wait,
still kind
Jamie
of
or Rael?
Both.
The second tower is farther in the distance. It's probably about 20 miles away.
No, we can hit that later on.
Huh?
We can hit that later on.
Okay.
So we mainly gotta get rid of the threat who who commands these people to be a problem.
Okay. There wouldn't be, unless they were teleporting or had some way to extra dimensionally travel.
Mm-hmm.
There would be no way for reinforcements from the second tower to get to this tower.
Like a nightmare.
Yeah, no, we
Okay.
should
You try to make
take care of the head of the snake, and like I said,
you over there.
be able to maybe parlay with the rest of them and not have to worry about
And
that.
have them work
Okay.
for us.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right. So, as the group approaches the base of Duncan's tower, you are stopped, and you are stopped by a patrol of Duncan's followers. They more or less ask if you're here to sign up because they don't recognize you.
Yes.
And they ask if you've come to pledge your allegiance to Duncan the Black
gonna,
and
like,
join his entourage.
100%.
Put the amulet of tear away.
Yeah, there you go, bud.
Yeah.
Indeed, we are here to sign up for the wondrous
Hey,
Duncan.
how about we just
roll
let me
bluff
do the
check.
talking?
Oh God. Why did we let him talk?
Let him talk.
Why did we let him talk? Why? Gals, why'd you let him talk?
I haven't said any 17.
15? Okay. They go, alright, well, so the first thing you'll have to do is there's a ritual that must be performed. They call it the Ritual of Devouring. It's a bloodletting ceremony where you sacrifice parts of a little bit of your blood to some frog people that Duncan likes to keep around. We're told to stay away from them.
Hey man, didn't you
Because
already do
they'll
that?
eat us
Man
if they get
perks
hungry.
up. What people you say?
Yes.
Hey man, didn't you already do that a few weeks ago? You definitely gave something to some frog demons. I remember that.
Sure, show us where we need to go.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Well, you're going to need to.
Speak to the big
Get a little
himself.
lost in the fog out here.
You could, yeah. What you'll need to do is. Hi, Bruce. Did you want the chair?
I want return.
Stop messing with my map. There you go. You can come up and cash your money.
Pull it back a little further, I think.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Go back.
Get your butt away from me. It's so weird.
Wrong way, bud.
Yeah.
I'm
All right. So he says that if you go up the path towards the tower, you're going to hang a
Towards
left.
the tower? Hang a Lucy?
Yeah, and then you're going to be introduced to somebody known as the Shepherd. He's going to be the one to conduct the ritual.
All right.
So he'll tell you what to do when you get there.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hail Duncan.
Hail Duncan.
Not necessary.
What did you just say? Did you say Hail Duncan?
He did.
Player.
He
Oh,
did. Oh,
All right.
he didn't say. He didn't say
Yeah.
that he wasn't as the player.
Yeah. So you guys move up the path,
This
Yeah.
dude took fucking damage. Come on.
and when you get to the top, you can see that they are much more heavily fortified.
Are they still rebuilding the top?
Huh?
Are they still rebuilding the top? Because I can
No.
see through the haze.
No, it's all been rebuilt.
On our way up, I would have casted I was talking to him about it. I would have casted a telepathic bond between Van, me, Lou, and.
Did you
Ranger.
see how long it lasts?
Yeah. It's a minute, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking. Did
Okay, so you look that up, and then what we'll do is
I though.
You, uh-huh.
yeah, so on the way up to the tower, you cast telepathic bond.
We're for the next couple hours.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 minutes per
It
level. or
is,
something
10 minutes
like
per
that.
level.
Yeah, so hour and a half.
Yeah. No, it's 2 hours.
Persisted.
Oh, an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, the tower is fully rebuilt, and they've actually added several other smaller towers around it with spellcasting capabilities. You see various spellcasters meandering to and from, and then also large ballistas set up high, Brucey, overlooking the causeway and also patrolling the skies. As you approach the entrance to the cave, you see an individual who looks to be like more or less instructing the feedings to the boggards and whatever else is kind of like down in this pit.
Can I roll a perception check on this individual?
Sure.
Yep, that's an individual.
That's a guy.
20.
20. Okay, so he looks to be like a humanoid, maybe a half orc. You can't tell. He's definitely not fully human. He's half something, but it's hard to make out between all of his accoutrement about him.
Visible weapons?
Yes, he has a warhammer at his waist, and he's also wearing heavy armor. It looks like he's wearing scale mail. And he's conducting some kind of ceremony where there are some fresh initiates who are taking up a bloodletting knife made of obsidian, cutting into their palms, and then taking the blood and wiping it across an altar. And you see the boggards are coming up and like using various mushrooms and like mosses and things to collect the blood and then consume it.
Can I understand what's being said?
You would need to roll a knowledge religion in order to understand what this ritual is.
Oh no, just the language.
Language.
You do not. What language do you speak?
Elven, Undercommon, Common, Abyssal, Draconic.
So this ritual is being conducted in Abyssal.
Okay.
It is a little bit, if you're of good alignment, it is a little nauseating to actually listen to. This is a blasphemous ritual praising Sathaga, the frog god.
Okay.
And more or less what you know is Sathaga is a god of devouring. He draws his power from consuming things. This more or less is information the party should already know.
Yeah.
And so in this case, this sacrifice is allowing Sathaga to consume a part of his followers so that he can learn everything that like they know, be a part, and bring them into his pack, more or less.
That's not a good idea.
How many people are there about?
30 plus the boggards. So there's probably about 50 enemies around. But however, they're not hostile. They seem to be letting you guys move into the camp. They don't recognize you, as you didn't, like, you basically came in from the top and then out the top. So only a few people actually saw what you looked like.
That's good.
How far away is the actual front door that we're trying to get to?
Probably about 150 feet up a couple switchbacks to get up to the top of the tower.
Why are we going here again?
No, we're not gonna. I figure like in a movie like when people are like making their way into the bad guys there and people don't recognize them, they're like, oh hey Bob, yeah, we're going that way, yeah, we'll be there in 2 seconds. We just make our way to the front door.
You remember how that
Walk
works in
with
Spaceballs, right?
Yeah.
Walk with purpose.
We walk
Yeah,
like we
walk
walk.
with a
Like we
with a
walk with a
reflective
purpose.
jacket and a clipboard, and you can
Right,
get in anywhere.
and I get that, but like, why are we here?
To kill donkeys.
Because you were not recognized at the front, and so he told you to go here to
Right.
join their ranks.
We could have just killed them all and then like walked through the front door. 'Cause
We
that's what we're gonna
don't-
do anyway.
Yeah, but we want to get in through the front door, lock it, and then not have anyone know we locked it.
Unlocked it.
I feel like we should turn around.
Gee, if only we had a way of disguising ourselves like people who work for Duncan to go back to the tower with these jack-offs.
So I disguised myself as one of these clowns that work for Duncan.
Okay. So, roll. Are you invisible?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you're changing your appearance in front of everybody.
I'm in between 8 people. I'm
Yeah.
a tiny person.
Right, but like, you're not.
Oh god, you got my cloak.
You haven't stealthed, is what I'm saying.
I'm rolling
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce.
17.
Okay.
I rolled it in a field.
But knocked over.
I rolled pretty damn bad.
Oh, nothing in paint. Yeah. Okay. So you roll a stealth check.
Yep.
They have this distracted condition because they're not actively observing you guys. So, yeah, you change your appearance.
Walk
in a
behind
moment.
someone, comes back up.
Okay. So as you guys are all kind of discussing amongst yourselves, like, wait, do we actually want to be here? What's going on? The individual who looks to be like the shepherd approaches you, and in common, he says, "Welcome, travelers."
Hello.
Stranger.
And he says that you have survived the hazed canyon, so you can only be here for one reason.
Yes.
That is to join up with the Dark Knight, who is known as Duncan the Black. Become one of his entourage.
Held up.
Yep.
In order to complete this and to be welcomed into his ranks, you must first sacrifice your blood to Sathaga, our lord. Please approach the offering table and
Perception
take.
check.
Okay.
Oh God, my perception's horrible.
Oh,
15. Does he look like someone I can take?
This is actually a sense motive roll.
Okay.
in order to assess the power level of the creature's sense motive.
Make you reroll.
But guys, we already did that part of the ritual.
Even worse.
I mean, if you want to let your blood out.
6.
Yeah, you can totally take him.
Okay, just checking.
All right, so that means we definitely can't take him. Don't fight him.
That means we can take him.
Just to add more time, can you tell us more about this Dark Knight Duncan that we all wish to serve?
Why are we letting the? Why?
He starts to talk about Duncan and his purpose. He says that long ago, Duncan himself found the path that led to Sathaga and threw himself willingly into the frog god's mouth to be devoured. And Sathaga took Duncan, reshaped him into the evil that he is today, and spat him back out, and tasked him with building a mighty army and fortress in this area to protect the crystals.
Crystals.
Yes. After your initiations, if you prove loyal in your endeavors, you will learn about Duncan's purpose here, and you may even one day come to see the crystals.
Can I make a knowledge, history, or religion, or arcana to know what these crystals and Sathaga have in common?
You're not looking at them yet. He just said the crystals.
I mean, have I read anything? Do I know what I know?
How about?
Okay, let's go with religion, because you're trying to see if there's anything crystal related to Sathaga.
I also would like to do a religion check to see if I've ever heard of that kind of ritual before, like being devoured by
A deity and then-
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
Before you make that roll. What do we know that was spit up by Sathaga?
Duncan.
The Sword of
The
Air.
Sword of Air.
Oh.
See if there's any correlation.
Well, then again, like that's why I'm making the roll.
Okay, so what did you get on your religion
I'm
check?
waiting to see if I'm going to assist him or if he's going to assist
No,
me.
you declared a separate
23.
roll. Okay, so no, based off of your readings of Sathaga, there is nothing important about Sathaga and crystals.
Okay.
30.
That immediately comes to your mind, huh?
30.
30. Yes, it is actually common for many deities to directly intervene with the affairs of mortals if they're on other planes. And so the only way for Duncan to have willingly thrown himself into the maw of Sathaga is to have gone to the abyss and sacrificed himself there. In which case, Sathaga would have had the power to just be like, no, you're evil now, go back. Right, so their ability to actually manipulate things on the prime material plane, very, very limited. Their ability to manipulate things on the outer planes, or even the inner planes, relatively easy. So in that case, it sounds legit. Especially somebody of his level, like, you guys already have access to, like, Shadow Walk and that kind of stuff, like, other people can plane shift as well.
Would I know, the check was kind of see, do I know what kind of being he would have became after that kind of process?
No.
Okay.
He would have become some kind of other thing,
He was
a unique
reborn.
creature.
I'll participate in the ritual.
Okay.
Wow, you already did it. We've already done that.
They would know. It's like a telepathic bond.
Yeah.
I say that in my
We should
head to you.
stop
Yeah,
this.
the shepherd says you have not completed the ritual, I would know.
Mm-hmm.
You need to step forward to the table and pledge your lives to Sathaga.
Sure.
Okay, so you approach the table.
And
We need to stop
think-
this because they're going to learn everything we know about everything.
Yeah, that's
And
not a
you-
good idea.
And
He's
you.
literally going to learn everything you know.
Okay.
Okay, so
how
he's-
else are we going to get in without killing people?
The idea was to kill people.
Do you guys want to enter initiative? I mean,
Okay,
this is where you would say like. And I reach out and smack the guy.
I have.
Okay.
I'm doing this for a specific reason.
Okay, so
Hey,
you
if
they're
approach
gonna
the
know
table.
everything we know about
No,
this
go
one.
ahead.
No.
So you approach the table.
Let
I
him
would
do
like
it.
to make. I would like to make a perception check to see if I see the bogart that has his armor.
Okay, roll it.
I mean, it has room, but yeah.
Oh, Hezro. Sorry.
But,
Yeah. Any demon that has his armor. So perception. 22.
Okay, so as you approach the sacrificial table, you can look down into the pit,
Yep.
and you do see that there are. You do see the Hezro that is wearing his armor.
Okay.
And it is more or less like as the minor boggards are taking those like mushrooms and mosses and things to condense the blood.
Yep.
They're bringing them to the Hezro and feeding them to them.
By proxy, with my perception check, can I tell how many other individuals there are? Well, two things. How many individuals are around us besides the shepherd, and if those bogarts and hazards can come out of that pit easily?
Yes, they can come out of the pit easily. They're frog creatures, so
Okay.
they actually have insane bonuses to jump. So they can jump and leap out of the pit with relative ease, without really having to even make checks.
Okay.
As far as non-Bogard, non-Hezro individuals, you don't... Well, your current estimate is about 60. But they mingle between...
Within the area? Like
Yeah,
the immediate
within-
proximity of us?
Within 100 feet.
Within 100 feet?
Yeah. Within observation of the fight, there would be about 60 of them.
Okay.
Not to mention any more from the towers and stuff who not could see you, but could have line of effect if they heard a fight.
Okay. Could I diplomacy with the shepherd to maybe buy some time, while also discreetly signaling to him that the armor he's looking for is down there? Or like...
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okay. We're rolling doo-doo tonight. That was 13, so 31?
Okay, with a 31, you are able to secretly message Van in such a way as to notify him that you have line of sight to the armor in the pit. But unless he actually moves up to the pit, he's not going to be able to see it. But you convey to him that you have eyes on the prize.
Okay.
As far as making a distraction go, how would you go about doing that?
I would just, probe a little bit more as to what happens after this, or during and after this ritual. What do I attain? What do they attain? Things like that.
Okay. So you feign religious ignorance to give him the... Yeah. So he kind of turns his back to the party and moves up to the table, and he picks up the obsidian knife.
Okay.
And he turns back to you, and he begins to explain that Sithaga is a devouring god, and by the way he consumes knowledge and can view into the mortal world is having his lesser minions summoned here by his followers. In this case, he says his followers would be us, and his minions would be these creatures. And he continues to explain that our sacrifice to feed the Hezro also feeds Sithaga by extension.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a pyramid scheme.
So how long is this conversation taking place?
A couple of seconds, maybe 2 or 3 rounds. Not much.
Telepathically, what are we doing, guys?
I cast invisibility
We need to get the fuck out of here. This
telepathic.
isn't a good idea.
All right, you cast invisibility.
because I have a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
I can do
All
it
right.
quick.
So make a stealth check.
Do I get to add the plus 20 for being invisible?
Not yet.
Yeah, I pass.
Do you?
Probably. 31.
Okay. You manage to cast a spell that is generally considered naughty, and then not provoke suspicion.
Dad killed me.
That's a bad combo.
Yeah. So the shepherd sticks his hand out to take your hand.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Stop
That's
it.
very intimate all of a sudden.
Had the time of my life.
Do I walking up? How long does the ritual take? Can I kind of grasp that knowledge?
A couple of seconds. You're literally just bloodletting and then pouring it
Let's
onto the
stop this
altar.
now.
And then he starts chanting.
Yeah. Well, he's chanting to more or less set the mood. But yeah, he is calling to the Hezro and the Balgards to come up and take part in the ritual.
Everyone's gonna.
All right. So
when I
he,
see
do
him-
you not give him your hand?
When I see him go invisible, I secretly cast
You
fly.
roll a perception check because he made a stealth check to
Oh,
do that
shit,
without
yeah.
being noticed.
31.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's worked 2 times before. I'm gonna try. Ricardo and
We're gonna do the
Bernardo
witch thing?
are gonna look down at their shirts and go, "Fuck! We left our passes back at the hotel, guys. We'll be right back."
Alright, I'm
Because
not-
the
getting
entire
coffee.
council has
Grendir-
done that.
Yeah, okay, the council agrees that is
Technically
a
correct.
great plan.
Which is the best kind of
Grendir will not allow you to partake in this in
Are you
front of
speaking
him.
in third person?
Yes.
You're saying this has
Grendir's not going to let you do this.
Wow, it's
Grendir
like
loves you.
It's like-
Grendir is
it's like he should
conflicted
just
about
trust
Rael cutting his finger.
just trust me to make the right decision, but he just can't do it.
Okay,
So-
you're about to commit a evil act.
Okay,
Grendir.
now we're
You
gonna
gotta
go
think
into
about
initiative.
Hold on. Think about what Joshua was saying, and think about what you're saying. If you want to stop it, you have a surprise round to attack. Or you could say, I'm not going to let you
Initiative
do
now.
this
Yeah, I
before me.
Dylan, initiative now.
Explorative initiative,
Yeah.
not combat. Just
All right.
because we are getting
Yeah,
a little.
Yeah, we are arguing a lot, so let's go ahead and enter exploration.
Thank you.
You're attacking who?
The shepherd.
All right.
We're gonna be at the
be at the
Duncan
If I
Hyatt
die, I
Regency.
die. But I'm not. I'm gonna
no.
play the damn character. And I'm gonna do what I think is right.
That's good because if you had attacked Rael, Bernardo might have kicked your ass. And he could do it. Bernardo's a tough guy. Ooh, gonna be a good night. Gonna be a good night, brother.
A good night, brother.
Oh, good night, brother. He didn't miss my brother.
Issa.
Bernardo is space to me.
And 11. Grendir.
I was singing the song.
15.
That's really repetitive.
Gauss.
Oh, yeah, shit.
21.
18.
Alec.
6.
Bernardo.
21.
Ricardo.
22.
Van.
20.
Gonna be
Rael.
a good night, Jeff.
19.
Wow, not bad. 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay,
Six.
Ricardo has
18.
the comm. 22.
22.
Ricardo said, no, Ricardo didn't say shit. Ricardo just starts walking away. This wasn't the plan. This isn't any shape like the plan. This isn't even the same color of envelope as the original plan.
Okay,
Ricardo starts walking away.
Okay, are you double moving or are you just casually
Single
walking?
movie, just a casual, I think I've changed my mind.
Okay.
Not enough to aggravate anyone, just enough to make it clear Ricardo ain't
Okay.
get that life.
And Bernardo?
Bernardo travels with Ricardo.
Okay, so make note that both of your characters
Are now 30 feet away.
30 feet away. Okay. Let's see. After that's Van.
I'm just trying to get the armor.
I know.
I'd like to do a check to see what potentially the Bogarts are and or whatever they are and the weaknesses that the creatures down there would have,
Okay.
like vulnerabilities and stuff.
Okay, so you move up to the altar to look
Well,
down into
just,
the pit.
well, he only hinted at the frog demon. So, would I have seen the other creatures through the divinations before?
You've seen the Bogarts and the Hezro and the Veralok or whatever they're called.
Troglodytes?
No. Troglodyte is a general term to describe the frog creature. They're not actual troglodytes creature.
Gotcha.
They are
Nice.
Bogarts,
Then I
which is
will
a
do-
frog humanoid.
Gotcha. So a lesser than under the Hezro.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to do a check on what they might be vulnerable to or resistant to. If I've
Okay.
heard or know.
On the Bogarts or the Hezro? Because those are okay. So
Can I do both or no?
there are two different types of checks. Because Bogarts are native to the plane, so that'd be a nature check. Hezro are actual demons, so
Yeah,
that would be a
sure.
religion check.
Religion? Only
Yes.
religion? No arcana or anything like that?
No.
I'll try anyways.
Okay.
Draw your card.
Actually, it'd be a
Definitely.
knowledge the planes
Through.
check. What the fuck am I talking about?
No, what are you talking about, man? 19?
On
Planes?
The
Okay.
guy?
'Cause I know demons
so-
have some natural resistance and such.
Yes. So Hezro are frog demons.
Mhm.
They have a supernatural ability that lets them. They have the swallow whole ability, but rather than having to be two size categories smaller, they can do it one size category smaller. So a large sized Hezro can swallow whole a medium sized creature and smaller.
Gotcha.
Usually swallow whole is very very bad because it's just automatic damage.
Yeah, acid, crushing, all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
there's all kinds of bad stuff associated with it. They're immune to acid,
Mhm.
and they're resistant to fire and electric. They're not vulnerable to anything. They have decent SR.
But not resistant to cold. I guess the amphibious, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, I would telepathically pass that around those who I'm connected with.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not vulnerable to anything, but
Yeah.
they're immune to acid, resistant to fire and electric. They're not resistant to cold.
General racial resistance, so probably low in comparison to spells. I would
No,
assume.
Hezro are not major demons, but they're a step up. They're a big step up from like Quasits and Bearded Devils.
Yeah.
Like they're more or less on par with Nelfishni and what are those other kinds? Like they're tougher than Chain Devils, definitely stronger than Succubi.
Yeah.
So they're medium devils. They're not minor devils.
So their
but they're not
racial
major
resistance
devils.
would be a little higher, like probably second tier. I would probably figure.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't want to fight them. Like they'll fuck you up.
If he wants to fight.
Hence, Ricardo and Bernardo walk.
But
Heads
Yeah.
go to the
not,
door
with
and
not with
forest.
60 reinforcements nearby.
Yeah. Plus the Boggards. So then now, we'll say your standard was to analyze
Yes.
the Hezro. Now roll a move/swift for the knowledge local or nature check for the Boggards.
That is great. That is great. Nature. Well, it's actually a really good one. So 25. on
Okay.
nature.
So Boggards are natural to the prime material plane. So they're native. They're more or less evil. They come in all shapes and sizes, all
Yeah.
different kinds of colors. They more or less dwell in like hot, swampy, boggish areas. But it would make sense that in these hot springs, they've been able to move in and like adapt kind of well. They're not vulnerable to sunlight or anything like that. They have no known vulnerabilities. They are also heavily resistant to acid. But they're not blatantly immune.
Gotcha.
They have a fear-inducing ability where they can expand their vocal cords and emit like a deep thrumming kind of like scream, more or less. It is a fear effect. If you fail it, you do take penalties. If enough of them do it and start going and develop a kind of chant, it has been known to cause people to flee in fear. So they do invoke a fear effect. Let's see. They have they have a racial swim speed. They have a racial jump speed, and they have a racial climb speed.
Okay.
So because of their sticky like foot pads, so
So-
it's very hard to get away from
The
them.
only thing would be don't use acid on them if you can help it.
Yeah.
Not outright. You can't. Just probably best not to.
Yeah, and this is all just what they have naturally. This
Yeah.
doesn't include any
items,
kind of
spells.
buffs or
Yeah.
anything that they have
I
going.
pass
for
that
them.
on telepathically and also pass out that Ricardo Bernardo backing up. I think we should go with a different approach. There's too many people in this vicinity. We can get Rael out of there, and that would then pass my
Alright.
turn.
Rael, the shepherd is extending his hand to take yours to help guide you through the ritual process.
I would like to maybe backtrack or diplomacy him. Like, can I speak to Duncan first or meet Duncan first before all this is committed? I would like to, see who I'm serving, get a feel for him, understand what he's about, what his morals are, things like that.
Okay.
He can guide me to him to make him feel more comfortable and make it seem like I'm not.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. 24?
He says no. That only those who have been fully committed to Sathaga and the Dark Lord may bask in Duncan's presence.
What about the guys that attacked last week? No. Joking.
This is the first step to meeting with Duncan, is what he says.
I think you would.
Come on, man. I hear Vecna has dental benefits.
If I were to just say I don't feel comfortable, would he and start walking away? Would he? Would
That would be heavily suspicious because at this point in time, like the only reason you'd be here is either hostile or to join. And if you don't join, you're hostile. And if you don't join willingly, you're food.
Let's double move, Bernardo.
As a free check, do you have knowledge religion?
I do not.
Okay. Do you have knowledge arcana?
I have knowledge local and engineering.
We're a melee guy.
I'll accept a dungeoneering, but I'm gonna up the DC a little bit, just because there's a lot of weird shit in dungeons.
Oh God.
Yep.
Gone forever.
Gotta be on the table. Rule number 1.
Unless it's a giant.
Still gotta be on the
Sid,
table.
you would accept the knowledge local or knowledge engineering?
Dungeoneering.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah. You're not sure what's gonna happen if you actually do this.
So pass turn delay.
I will hold my action, and the action will be activate the ring of invisibility.
When you can no longer hear Ricardo Bernardo's footsteps.
Okay, so you're going to ready an action to activate your ring of invisibility. What's the trigger?
Who's in the turn order after me? It's
Gauss is
Gauss.
next, followed by Grendier,
And
then
then-
Issa.
I'll wait until. I'll see what Grendier does. If it's a positive, if Ryle views it
I
as
need a
positive-
specific
okay.
trigger.
If Grendier tries to intervene and the shepherd turns his attention away from me to Grendier, I'll activate the ring of invisibility.
Okay. Gauss,
Right.
you are invisible.
I am totally invisible. Now, I have this spell, Silent Image.
Okay.
Has verbal, semantic, and whatever components. So I'm going to walk 30 feet away.
Okay.
Right.
Towards
And
Ricardo and Bernardo?
towards Ricardo and Bernardo, because I think this plan is dumb.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead 30 feet away while silently invisible. Cast Silent Image. To the side, like 90 degrees, but like slight of still in that like, range of peripheral vision.
So 45 feet away, basically.
What are you doing?
Casting Silent Image.
And the image is of a.
Sithaga coming out of the ground, right? But I want it to be nice and slow, right? Because I want to like drag this out a round or two so that Priestman will be like, oh my, what is this like silently imaged Sithaga coming out of the ground to tell me while I'm trying to reach for this, Also he'll like look over here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm distracting.
All right.
I'm being distracting.
All right. So you cast silent image.
Yes.
All right.
Love the
Silent-
commitment, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, the range is 400 feet. I'm just.
All right. Issa is going to
Kill us later.
Get the fuck out.
Probably.
Grabs her dog, literally farts herself airborne. I'm not here. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
She was not included in the telepathic bond, was she? Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
I requested you.
Yeah, should have been.
I said all the full casters need to be.
Are we not?
1, 2, 3.
4.
He's not a full caster.
He's not a full caster?
No.
He is a full caster.
Thank you.
Oh fuck.
He's a melee guy.
She's
Okay.
not a
We've been
ranger.
established.
Yeah, she's not a ranger.
Oh,
Okay.
is she not?
So no, she's a druid.
I knew that.
Yeah, you guys have known that. So she is going to look around, and she is going to start just leading Asher like with Ricardo and Bernardo, and she's going to say,
Rick and Barney.
yeah, she's going to say that that's a really cool ritual, but our friends that we left outside the canyon are like really shy. So now that we know you're not going to just kill us when we walk in, we're like going to go get some friends and we're going to come back and then totally do this ritual.
Yeah,
with
great
friends.
idea.
I'm literally gonna take my hand stamp. I'm gonna lick it. I'm gonna press it at their hand so that they have a hand stamp so they can get it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
and
Start heading to the door. Start heading to the door.
yeah. And she to
I start-
disengage from the conversation, she gets a 28 on her stealth check to just kind of be like, that's really cool, and like we're gonna totally come back and do that with friends, with
So
even
the-
more people.
So the stealth is to be more nonchalant than anything
Yeah,
else.
casually disengage from the
I'm on a
conversation.
boat.
All right,
I'm on a
Alec.
boat.
So
a good
everybody's
song.
walking away from me right now?
No, you don't see
You don't
Gauss.
see any of
Rael
us.
is still up there. Grendir is standing next to you.
Waiting to slay
Wait, did I
something
skip Grendir?
feverishly.
You skipped Grendir.
I did.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
last.
But we didn't miss
So
it,
Grendir-
so
Also, a
let's just
giant
move on
frog
back to
thing
me.
is coming
Well-
out of the ground.
See, I have
Tiny
been
frog.
given
I wanted a
information by
miniature
Van
salon.
saying that it is a bad idea to engage in combat.
Wait,
When?
I have telepathic bond,
thank you.
and I have
Well, that's his trigger to get
Essence.
out of it, though.
since my previous decisions have always caused harm, I'm going to try to follow the leader. I'm going to walk away.
Okay. Careful.
But how do you see me to
I'm
know
gonna
I
miss
want?
Rael so much.
Looks like
You're
I'm going in
following
the
the
cult
leader.
ranks, my mans.
Good point. Point indeed.
Great benefits,
Okay.
but I hear Vecna
So you
has
disengage
dental.
from the conversation and start following the group away.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's it?
Join Vecna,
I-
I'll give you a hand.
Wow, look at the.
Would you look at the
amazing-
time?
Look at the Lord of Frogs appearing before us. Amazing.
Oh my god, don't tell me that's that's the distraction I'm gonna get.
It is.
Oh no.
It is.
You didn't say you wanted to
This is
distract.
Gauss doing this.
Yeah. So, alright, so that was Grendir. You just went now, Alec.
I'm gonna follow them. I'm really not allowed to be alone by myself.
an adult.
I need
I
an
need an
adult.
adult with me, so
on.
I'm just gonna head around with them.
Come on,
I
Alan,
have to
let's-
stay with them the
That
entire
seems on
time.
brand for you. I figured you
Go
want to be a
that
part
way.
of a cult.
Okay. Alright, so you
So-
disengage.
Oh yeah, I'm
May
gone.
I? May
Alright,
I?
so now it's just.
We're
it's
heading
just
towards the
Rael.
door.
Did you
We're
start
heading
walking
towards
away?
the door.
No,
I
you're
did.
nobody declared they were moving towards the tower.
I'm
Then-
moving towards the tower, towards the door, because that's where we're gonna bar the door, so that way they can't get in. Right? That's what we're supposed to do, right?
It's like miles away now. That's
Yeah.
what we
It's
were gonna
150
do,
feet.
and then this nonsense happened.
And getting away from all these people
Yeah.
was my declaration.
Yeah, you guys are moving back down into the canyon to regroup.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
let's
come
do
back.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a flying boat.
Yeah. Okay, so Alec, you disengage. All right, the shepherd.
Finds that a bit odd.
It's not the first time he said, "Hey, let's do blood magic." Oh, they're not interested anymore.
It's like every time.
This can't be the first time.
So,
Yeah.
so he's looking at you,
It's like, come on, man.
and you know he's basically like
Come on, just
waiting
the
for
tip,
your
man.
hand,
Like, just a tip.
and he says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing."
Oh!
And demonetized.
Disney's gonna come after us now.
Just
And
you,
he
'cause
goes,
you wrote it down.
"Why do you hesitate to pledge your life to the Dark Lord, Saga?"
Look, he's behind you.
How far away is everyone from me?
Look, he's
30
We're
feet.
30 feet away from
Yeah.
you.
30 feet.
And
Like
moving.
perfect.
I'm a little bit
like,
nearby.
look
I haven't
behind
actually
you,
moved
and
yet.
then
Yeah.
invis.
I had it.
Yeah.
But you're invisible.
You just see me, my eye twitching like.
Look, the frog demon himself. Invis, run.
His turn.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Do you
Well,
respond?
the one time I bank on Grendir doing something fucking stupid, he doesn't do
You
something
know
that's
what?
fucking stupid.
From now
So-
on,
No,
Grendir is
that's
doing
his
shit.
stupid
So
action.
do you?
not doing
It's
anything.
it's the shepherd's turn.
Okay.
Do you respond to him confronting you about your lack of faith?
And now he finds it disturbing.
Yes.
I try to get in trouble, so I am just gonna fucking do what
I don't know.
I have a lot of issues with commitment, and I don't see that this
Actually,
So we're gonna enter regular initiative.
regular.
God
initiative.
damn it!
Alright.
Hey,
You
this
couldn't have
is-
said you gotta help like Orcus move a couch or something.
running away is a thing.
It is. You don't have to stay for the fight.
Disengage, run
What
away.
fun.
I'm,
Disengage.
I'm
I
mid
don't see
runaway.
All right. So.
I see green pastures or
One plan. One plan could we stick to?
All right. He goes to grab you. So this is going to be versus your CMD. He does have improved grab.
know,
But you
This will
activated
not
my
work.
trap
Try to
card.
find one, please.
That's going to be a 35.
I could not
Yeah.
find a member.
Okay.
So with some kind of like unholy strength, with one hand, he grabs deep into your shoulder, and with his thumbs and fingers, he actually breaks your shoulder bone, your shoulder plate.
Okay. Let's.
That's not how you.
Drow?
And then, so that was his first action, was to grab you. And then
Sure, man.
He's going to stab you with the sacrificial knife.
Okay, yeah. Cool guy. Oh, it's sacrificial knife.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, oh, that's cool.
Is this a light weapon?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
All right, cool. Really appreciate what you're doing here, bud. Is this how you get all your members?
So after he stabs you, you grab the knife and run away with it.
All right. That's
You got
a
one.
31.
So
And because you're grabbed right now, you have a -4 to your dex.
-4
it's gonna
to
be
my deck.
Effective -2 to your armor class. Yes, you have the grapple condition.
Oh, that's a different attack.
But you're not flat-footed because the first attack.
So -4 to dex. That's so -2 to overall.
Yeah, it's a grappled is a -4 to your dex,
So
which in basically is a -2 to armor class.
-2 to AC.
Only if
Yeah.
you're armored AC
So
is dexterity.
matches.
Okay.
Oh god. This is gonna end.
Okay. You take 1 negative level.
What?
You take 1 negative level.
The knife.
The knife, Grindir. The knife. Grindir ain't near shit.
Oh, you're next, big boy.
You're fucking with me right now.
No. You take 1 negative level. And
That can be
5
restored.
knife damage. Magic piercing.
You want that knife.
Knife damage.
Okay, yeah. Can I like?
You hold on to the knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
climb onto that
mine.
knife for dear life now, knowing what it's doing.
Okay. He looks deep into your eyes, and as he sees that life force from you begin to drain and seep out of your belly wound, he says, "I see now that you are food." Okay.
Are you
So.
implying that other people are gonna stab right now?
Yes.
But you wanted their initiatives now.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So let's open up with initiative.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Issa gets a 23. Grenadier.
14.
Gauss.
8.
Alec.
16.
Bernardo.
21.
Ricardo.
20.
Van.
28.
I rolled double 17s.
Rael.
18.
Van, it looks like you have the column with a 28.
I would immediately swift action activate my bracers, have shield up, standard action activate my glider, and 30 feet up. I believe is my no 40 feet up.
Okay, mark your altitude.
Yeah, so
Okay.
elevator up. Because I don't mind sacrificing point blank shot. I want to attack them, but I don't want to attack them.
Yeah.
I don't have an at-will invisibility ring. But that'd be my turn.
Okay.
Oh, you can't use that one anymore.
What? Some players aren't up yet.
Let's see. Coming up next on the team is going to be Issa, which is also me, and then Bernardo and Ricardo.
And Asher.
Yes, thank you.
2 people, 4 turns. Love it.
Yeah, pretty much. At least it's not the Jurassic Park build turn. Sorry.
Okay.
That's not yet.
At least we're not fighting in a pre-planned TPK.
Expect. Correct.
Alright, so this one leaps out of the hole to here.
Kill him.
It is huge size, so 3 by 3. And
He's feeling froggy, guys.
So just
yeah, you see it leap. It like leaps out of the pit.
I just see my equipment go in the air.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
And
Accept a surrender.
it will
Break dance.
Gauss is invisible, so we wouldn't see
You
Gauss.
could just ask Shepard what's going on. Hey, Shep, what's going
He
on?
doesn't know what he's going to do during his turn. Sounds like he passes his turn.
Okay. Let's see. Alec, you would be the closest. So it reaches out to you telepathically,
Yo.
and I need you to make a will save. This is evil mind affecting. In case you have proc blood.
I do.
Okay.
So does that mean
Plus
You're
two.
not immune to it. You just
Right,
gives it plus
plus
2.
two.
Yeah. He's not dominating you.
It's gonna stop being chitter chitter now. It's gonna be ribbit ribbit.
that's going to be 28.
Okay. You hear him whisper into your mind that if you pledge your service to Sithaga, Sithaga will be able to consume your blood, look into your past, and tell you the truth of who you used to be.
Good deal.
And you are not immediately compelled to approach the altar and sacrifice your blood to Sithaga. But you can still do so if you want.
He gave you an offer. That was nice of him.
I mean, you are in need of a new deity right now.
This one actually has to roll to go that far.
You do have an open deity slot, right?
Actually,
It might just still be Chupa Chamba.
this one teleports to here.
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
And will
Dance off.
Looks like
do that as its standard action, and then as a move action, it's going to analyze the party and see what you guys are with a knowledge local check.
We're not local.
Because you're over level 9, you count as heroes.
Oh.
So
Wait.
you do appear on the knowledge local check.
We're on the registry. Oh, man.
Wait, but not him. Because you took a negative luck.
Silver lining.
So, that very bleak silver lining.
Alright.
know you do.
So the fan with 28, the Hazro have 26s. Up next is the Shepherd, who has a 25.
Jesus.
And then after him is going to be Issa with a 23. Alright, so the Shepherd is going to do a drag roll, so he's going to roll again versus your CMD. Remember that your dex is 4 lower, so your CMD goes down by 2 as well. And this is going to basically be to drag you over to where the altar is. That's a 17 on the die. It was going to be a 49 versus your CMD.
Do you really need to ask?
Yes, because I can only drag you 1 square per 5 that I beat. So it's your CMD.
22.
22, so I can get 15 feet. After that, it's not a full 5. So that's 3 squares. So he drags you to the altar, but not on top of it. That is his standard and move action, so he takes no other actions.
Take the disengage action and run.
Alright,
Freedom of movement.
Issa is going to delay her initiative till the end, because she doesn't know what the party's doing right now.
FYI. Oh, wait, you'll find out which one I can't. Yeah. For your information.
What?
Alright, this group turns around to observe the Hezro, and they have a quick exchange with the Hezro. They ask, "My lord, why have you emerged from the pit?" And the Hezro responds with, "We have these new friends here. We are seeing whether they are food or friend."
Common?
In common, yeah.
Everybody say fuck.
Fish are friends. Bernardo.
Everybody say fuck. Jesus. All right. Well, let's roll a chaotic stupid check real quick.
Okay.
It's odd, which means
Whatever you want it to be.
no, odd is stupid and even is smart. So
So you're stupid.
Bernardo's going to walk on up to the Hezarog
Okay.
and in his most Bernardo type fashion, he's going to ready an action to attack when Ricardo gets there. Other one.
Yeah, so this is Ricardo's.
Yeah, but no. Other enemy.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
As many straight lines and as little angles as possible. Maybe moving through Asher Square without stopping.
Okay. So,
Actually, I see the action right here.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I should be able to get to him going
So-
around Asher.
Policeman.
this is Ricardo or Bernardo?
That's Ricardo.
Okay, it's Bernardo's turn.
And Bernardo can't make it.
I'm just saying, is he going to do the same thing? He's moving to this one?
He's going to move to that one.
Okay.
Ready his attack.
So we got 15, 30. You are 10 feet away.
Yep. I see that. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay. So he just moves up that close then.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alright, and then it's Ricardo.
Move up as close to the same enemy as possible.
Okay, we got 15, 30.
40 for Ricardo.
Okay,
But,
you can,
but
you
he's
can
already
close
up
on
there.
melee, yeah.
And with his Kopesh, he swings a mighty blow.
Okay, roll the hit.
I don't know. What's 18 and 18? 36?
Yeah.
36.
Okay, you hit.
Is it evil?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta ask. Because I get the 2 extra D4s, which don't have anymore, but who cares? D6.
Oh, you said D4s. I'm sorry.
No, I have D4s. I need 2 D6s. Yeah. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. That hit? I also need to confirm it.
Okay, roll to confirm.
Because I forgot the Keen Kopesh.
Okay.
That appears to only be an 8.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be 8 and 18.
26.
26. Probably not going to hit.
A 26 converts.
Ah, okay. So
Nice.
this is critical.
The other one might be.
Are you going to hit the guy in the circle?
Gosh, shitty damage.
To at least try.
I saw 1 6 and then that's
12, 13 plus
Well, then don't, because it doesn't matter. I'm just going to block the
Plus
altar.
12, 13. Well, actually, no, it's 26 plus 12.
26, 38.
38.
Yeah, 38 good damage.
Okay. It definitely hurts him.
Critical card.
I got it here.
Okay.
You're going to, for the rest of the encounter, reduce his armor class by 4 as you basically hack off his front hide.
Nice.
Good damage.
Since he's not wearing armor, I'm going to say you invoke the same penalty, but against his
Just,
natural armor.
yeah, it's just I peeled off some skin from the bed.
nice.
Built that one.
Alright. Minus 4 AC. And I've noted it here, and I'm keeping the card.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you move up, drawing the Kopesh as you approach. It cuts cleanly through the Hezro and opens up a massive front gash on its chest. As you draw your weapon and wield it against the Hezro Lord, the other groups now recognize that this is not normal and are going to engage.
Well, that was going to happen anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. This first group just repositions a little bit to get an idea of what's going on, kind of assess the party.
This is Dylan.
Guys, this
Ariel?
is all XP and loot. For the donkey.
One question. In the same turn, could I sleight of hand the dagger away from him?
You would need you would be making a disarm attempt, which is a combat maneuver. It's a standard action. So you could roll your CMB versus his CMD to disarm him. If you have improved disarm, it won't provoke.
I guarantee you I would not be able to pass that check.
Okay, that's how you disarm in Pathfinder.
Or you could kill him.
You could sleight of hand something he's not wielding, like if you wanted to take something off of his belt, or something that he isn't physically attending with his hands. That would be a sleight of hand
I
check.
want the
Take his
dagger.
belt.
I want the dagger specifically.
Okay. In that case, it would be a disarm check.
Bonus pounce on his belt.
Kill him.
You are still grappled.
Could I disengage?
No, you cannot willingly leave that square. You would need to roll an opposed grapple check against his CMD in order to break the grapple and get away. Or if you had like a dimension door or something prepped, you could slip away.
Could someone else dimension door him away?
If it targeted another creature, yes. You could also just full attack him. Your daggers are light. And he also has a penalty to his dex bonus while he is maintaining the grapple. So he's not flat-footed, but he is easier to hit.
Well, the problem is if he's... We all know, in typical fashion, if he rolled a 40 on his CMD check against me, he's obviously probably has a high AC.
That just means he's really good at grabbing people.
Okay, that
You might have a
irrelevant.
feat for that.
So my options are really run or die.
Well,
Maybe.
You could also trip him.
You could also ask a simple observation: how well armored does the guy look?
Oh, there is one more thing to do. Force movement.
I can't because I'm at a -3 to my strength currently.
Oh no, I'm just letting you know that's the one way where he'd move and you wouldn't have to move is force movement. Just throwing all the options.
I'm at
You guys.
Oh, that
a,
man's
oh
liver's
god, I need to do a whole bunch of math now because I'm at a negative level.
Oh, you don't have to let him know. I know what's up.
No.
Your liver's like, oh god, Lou, we're thirsty. Drop down.
What kind of armor is he wearing? That we can
Scale.
Scale. So medium. Heavy.
Jesus.
Okay, can I... If he's grappling me and I make a full attack against him, would that break his grapple? If the attack...
The only way to break him grapple from attacking would be to reduce enough hit points where he falls unconscious. And he can no longer maintain the grapple.
Or he lets go to do it.
Yeah, or he lets go. But no, because you use light weapons, you can attack him while in the grapple. Normally, if you're grappled, you can't use two-handed weapons and you can't use anything other than light weapons. But because daggers are light one-handed, you can basically continue to shank him as he tries to grapple you.
And pulling an item is a standard?
It's a move.
Is a move? And is to use the item a standard?
It depends on the item, but normally yes.
Reading a scroll.
Then that would be a standard action, yeah.
Would that also provoke?
Yes, it would be casting a spell in melee. Unless you try to cast defensively, which would be a CMD check. Or not a CMD check, it would be a caster level check. DC is 15 plus the spell level, and you're rolling a D20 plus your caster level.
Plus my caster level. Jesus.
Yeah. What scroll is it?
I have a scroll of sleep, caster level 10.
Okay. He has too many hit die to be affected by sleep.
Yeah, kind of assumed.
And you would know that.
Alright, well, unfortunate, but I guess we're just gonna full attack him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm at a negative level.
Yep.
I can't. I only get one attack then.
Yep.
I'm trying to help people out, man. This is what you get.
Yeah, you never heard that? No good deed goes unpunished.
I'm gonna make a level so it's +5 instead of +6 and +1.
I think you just take
So it should be your
-2
highest. Yeah, it should be your highest. You use your dex.
Everything changes because I'm at a negative level.
Yeah, but it's your highest at -2, and then another -2 because of the dex penalty.
So I'm at a +3 to hit on this instead of a +6 or +5 technically.
That doesn't sound right. What's your base attack bonus?
+6 +1.
All right, and you add your dex modifier to it.
Okay.
Because you're using a light.
-2, so +5, so +11.
Yeah.
Okay, I doubt this is gonna hit him
Okay.
at a 27.
A 27 does hit.
Let's go, Mel. It's not full plate.
I hit on a 26, so I mean...
You don't get sneak attack dice because he's not flat-footed, but you do stab him.
I thought by grappling you had to be flat-footed.
Minus +10 minus.
Negative
something.
levels doesn't affect damage.
Okay, so 13.
13 damage. Okay.
Stabby McStab.
You can still go invisible. Maybe it'll help you see him. Whatever.
No, because he's grappling me.
You can still do it with a dagger.
No.
Actually, if you were invisible, you would get sneak attack damage on him, even if you maintain the grapple.
I'm
which
wielding
is
the
weird.
dagger of the Shadowlands, but it's an action to activate greater
Yeah.
invisibility.
Yeah.
No.
But he did ready action
Next
use
round.
ring before, Bud.
But the trigger didn't happen.
Yeah, the trigger didn't happen because I was
Fair.
banking on Grendir
Grendir-
doing the
it-
right thing for
yeah.
once and
Yeah,
being
like
stupid.
engaging
The
with it.
right thing. Everyone said it was the dumb thing.
It
I
was.
followed the leader.
I mean, you are an idiot.
So that was Royale.
And he went invisible, so I said, okay.
Alright, this group is going to do the same thing. They're going to reposition a little bit,
That's what's going on.
assess what's going on.
Take some bets, probably.
Yeah. Alec.
Oh, I'm glad I kept this. I'm gonna pull out the scroll of fly, cast that. That's
Okay.
my standard. So, and then as my swift. I'm going to quicken a snowball.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the guy that's at right out.
Okay.
13.
Fly school that I've had for fucking ever. Yeah, that's gonna be an attack on him. He's got his bastard sword ready to go. That's going to be a D10 for 20 for touch.
There's a 10.
Against the cleric, the
Yeah.
shepherd. You hit.
I touch him.
Is it a
And
bad
I've already
touch?
used one. I've already used one rod. I can't use another. 14 points of cold damage on him. And then I'm gonna fly up 60 feet.
Okay.
So you've used either your swift to. How did you pull the scroll of fly?
My standard.
Your standard.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
So then
standard.
you didn't cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I casted it on myself.
No. Okay, so that's 2 standards.
Oh, okay. Well, then I
That's
don't
what
do
I'm
the
getting at
damage.
is-
Then I don't do the damage to him.
That's what I'm asking is if you swift.
So I would have swifted the scroll then,
Okay.
and then used my action to read it,
Right.
and then I would have taken off.
Okay,
That's
which is
what I
a
would.
move.
Yeah. And then so that damage didn't happen.
So disregard
So you didn't
Disregard
quicken
damage,
anything.
and I'll take that spell back.
And you're not allowed to use flying.
Well, no, you can. So if you don't take off, if you stay there, you can still quicken the spell. Because I'm assuming you have the scroll in your,
Yes,
like a
my-
scroll case or something.
Yeah,
so you
Scroll
pull it,
bandolier.
pull it as a move. Standard to cast it.
Yeah, no. That means
And
I
then
have to stay
quickly-
there with all those things.
Okay. So you don't cast the spell.
Gone.
This is why
Okay.
we need an
So you move up.
leash.
You fly the full 60.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Mark your own altitude.
60 feet.
Keep in mind you're in the haze.
Yes.
At this point, anybody who has a fly ability should have a little altitude box at the top of the page.
All right. So that is Alec. Next is Grendir.
All right.
All right, now's your chance to do something stupid.
Something stupid indeed. He's going to pull out his Amulet of Tyr, and he's going to call upon the great power of Tyr, and he's going to holy smite the entire pit. 20-foot radius.
Oh,
first.
Jesus.
Okay, you can't see the bottom of the pit.
Yeah,
so you
but
don't really know where to drop it.
In the middle.
Okay.
it's
You know you have a move action. You could move.
It's Grender's turn. You want to smite the pit. You need to get closer to the pit to actually see the enemies in it.
so there's no way just to guess. I have to have the line of sight.
You can guess, but I'm going to be the one placing the spell.
Can't you just guess middle?
You can guess
There?
middle, yeah. There, that's fine. If you want to do that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to hit everyone in the pit.
Well, no. You know, you hit a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's
So
40
that's-
feet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a plethora of guys.
Where are you dropping the spell, Grender?
Do it.
You can backtrack 20 feet here, and that will put you closer to the pit. You could Holy Smite somewhere else where you can get more enemies, or you can just kind of ambiguously aim for the pit.
Alright, then instead,
As an alternative, could he Holy Smite the guy grappling Rael and hit part of the pit and maybe hope to hit someone?
Are these enemies?
No, that's just
Okay,
Cool.
I can't see that far.
yeah.
Use the screen.
I can't see.
crap.
You can maneuver it if you need to, so that way it looks better.
Well, in that case,
Can't see.
You could charge the guy that's grappling Rael. That's going to pull you off the front line. But Issa is up there, and she is a healer. So there is a healer next to Bernardo and Ricardo.
so I can go and save Rael.
You don't need to save right.
Okay.
Right.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna. Well,
Okay.
I just. I made the plan to Holy Smite. I'm gonna Holy Smite. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move 10 feet up. To like closer to the big guy on this side here.
On this side?
Yes.
Okay.
That Alex above us, right? Like
Yes.
that's not actually where he is.
Correct.
Cool. So I'm in front of Issa, correct?
That is
Gauss.
Gauss, who is
Okay.
invisible.
Well. All right, and then I'm going to make my best guess, and using the holy power of Tyr, please Lord, I'm going to try to get as many of them as possible. I'm guessing where to put in the pit.
Okay.
Forget about those.
What's the
8 people
radius?
I killed. Help me kill
20
these
foot
guys.
or 10?
Sorry, move the. It's 20-foot radius burst.
Okay. Send and it's long range?
100. It's medium. 100 feet plus 10 per round.
Okay, yeah, that would do it.
190.
Okay.
Power of Tyr, please. First time I get to use the spell, and it actually to any actual effect. So.
Yeah.
Make sure that damage does
Oh, mighty DMing box. What trinkets doth you carry today?
Butt stuff. Butt stuff. It's always butt stuff. It's always butt stuff.
Oh yeah. Rael's getting shafted right now.
Dry.
Dry. No
You're
spit.
getting shanked.
Okay, does it
You're
offer spell
shaking.
resistance?
Yes.
I need
Nice
to
little
roll for the
prick.
Hezro.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh
Alright.
man.
I need a total.
Oh.
Damn.
So
What do I
yeah,
do
it
then?
sounds like 29
Yeah.
plus your caster level. Okay, you overcome the Hezro's SR.
Yay. I love it. You're good dice.
Wait.
You're going to
Where is this being placed?
Down in here.
Okay.
Right on
You're
top
not
of you, but you
evil,
can't be
cowards.
holy.
Don't worry, your
Smite.
radiate can reach you.
Okay, so you're gonna hit 1, 2,
You're about to
these
find out.
4.
This man.
Nice. Centering it down in the pit.
Don't worry, after what
Okay.
happened last time I did.
What type of save is it?
I will
Roll
say
save. Okay, what's the DC?
20.
Okay, so rolling for the big guy. Who fails.
I didn't bring it yet. Wait.
This one
Passes.
also fails. This one,
Passes.
nat 20s. And then rolling for this one,
I'm gonna need a total.
Passes.
it fails. A nat 20 always passes on 6.
Alright, all three of those guys who failed are blinded,
Yes.
and are they outsiders?
The Hezro is an outsider.
So just one of them is then?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That-
just roll the outsider damage for the outsider, and then the other ones will take the other damage.
That's just the outsider damage?
Yeah, that's just the outsider damage.
And he's blind.
Yeah, everyone who failed
You
is
didn't
blind.
see that coming.
So you blinded the two big ones and the Hezra.
By the light.
Nice move.
10 points if you tell me who sings that.
I mean, me after a
No
couple
more
more
beers
years.
for you.
Kansas?
Nope.
Metallica.
Manfred Man.
16 plus 17.
33
33
It's a
damage.
Blake joke.
to the Hezra.
Yes.
And he's blind.
And he's blind.
Okay, now roll your not outsider damage.
I don't think that because that was
Wow, that is amazing. Okay.
Yeah. That is.
13 is 14. 27.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
It's halved on a successful save.
Yes.
So we'll call that 14 because I'm a nice guy.
Thank you. Mighty power of Tyr, indeed.
Yes. Alright, so yeah, so you blinded the Hezro and the two biggest Boggards. The one who made his save still took 14 damage, but is not blinded.
How long are they blinded for?
I believe it's 1 round. I'll check. Yeah. I didn't think it lasted too long.
Actually, I think they're just blinded.
Am I?
I mean, if you want to keep that, sure.
No, read the spell. But I know there's. I know there's
like
one.
that.
I
I
know
like
there's
that.
one where they take the condition, like they're just blinded until it's cured.
Alright, and he can't use Holy Smite anymore.
DM decree. And
No,
cool
what is
stuff?
Hey guys,
One
you
round.
can't use Holy Smite anymore now.
Okay.
Blind.
No.
Blind.
Yeah, blindness. They're just permanently blind.
All right, still, that's good. What you
I
gotta
think I
do?
have.
They just
I'm
saw
okay
holy
with
light coming
permanently
in.
blind.
Oh, I do.
Okay, so they move up. They start doing the same thing. Kind of assessing the party. Gauss.
All right. Is there a thing where I can move extra distance by reducing my AC in this station?
Running. Yes.
Okay. Can I reach our valued party member by doing that?
I'm in the air.
Dude, no, I'm over here.
I'm next to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, then I do that.
Okay.
We could use a wall of force.
You're not double moving. You're taking the run action.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also invisible, so I don't know. You know.
Okay. Yeah, you can get to him.
So is that just
cool,
a?
I do that.
Is that like a standard action then?
It's a move. It's a type of move action.
Okay.
I think if I can't remember off the top of my head. It might be a full round, but I'll just call it a move. But I know there's one where it's like you can move up to 4 times your speed as a 4-round action. I think that's dashing. I can't remember.
Right, I'm not doing a full action. I just need to reach him.
Yeah.
Now, as during my move action, I'm going to take 2 boulders out, except they're pebbles,
Yeah.
and I'm going to chuck them on the altar,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast a spell that has only verbal components.
Yeah.
And it's Dimension Door. I'm going to carry both myself and our drow friend away.
Okay. So you want the boulders to land on the altar.
Yes.
And then with your outstretched hand, from throwing the boulders, grab Rael.
Yes.
And then one smooth action, shoot, boom.
Okay. Roll an attack against the altar to make sure the little pebbles land on it.
That would be
on armor class of 8. So just add your dex mod.
16 on the die.
You're good. All right. So the pebbles land perfectly on the altar.
Perfect.
Yeah, because you just need to touch him, right? So you don't even actually need to be grabbing him. So you touch Rael.
You slap
and now you
Rael.
dimension door.
100 feet that way.
So I am still holding onto the dagger. Is the dagger coming with me? Please say yes.
No.
Please.
We'll get that dagger when we're done.
I'm so greedy. Just let me have it.
16.
Do you have an open slot on your bandolier?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you need that then. Gotta fill those slots up. Daggers.
90. You will be outside of the encounter.
90 then.
90. Okay. So you just.
And I'm going to shout, Dodge! So that no one can use the altar.
Chevy!
Okay. And so then you activate the shrunken. Okay. You destroy the altar. You just 2 thick boulders just
Now
like
they
grow
know
up.
it's this again.
But did they hit the
It's another
shaman?
boulder.
No. You destroy the altar.
Good.
Gallus is no longer conflicted!
Good job.
Yeah.
Nice, he got boulders.
Nice!
I got
They're
boulder
not just
singular.
boulders.
And
He got a boulder.
That's what he spent the $400 on. Nothing but 3D printed boulder minis.
It's a wrap. Okay, but yes, you crush the altar with some boulders. Okay, and then you dimension door away. All right.
so
Issa
glad I
delayed
took
till
that
the
spell.
bottom so that she could react. She is going to first have Asher activate, and Asher's going to take a 5-foot step this way, and then
Rael.
Might have to get stupid with it here.
she's going to
bleeding
5-foot
out.
step away so that she's no longer threatened,
So
and then she's going to cast.
Better not kill her.
He's recording you because it sounds like you're being recorded already.
yeah, but this will get to her right away.
Yep.
No. Do you guys want to hear the stupidest thing so far? I still have Duncan's statue of Sathaga in my inventory.
Okay, and then she will cast Strong Jaw on Asher.
Oh, we can use that as a bargaining chip.
Steve, please elaborate for me.
Actually, they're going to do that the other way.
It looks like it was written today.
So Asher's going to move first.
So full of
Asher is
shit,
going to
dude.
move into combat with the Hezro, and then she's going to 5-foot step.
And you look like you need new characters. Get him, Asher! Oh, you can't read.
Oh shit, here we go. Oh, that's what I should be recording. He's using Asher as a bargaining tool.
Okay.
No, he's attacking with it. And it's already wounded, so this is probably gonna kill it. Asher's a god, and I am just a mere mortal.
Yes.
True science facts. Okay. Wow. So the Hezro misses the opportunity attack against Asher as it moves through its threat range.
I'm a lucky son of a.
And then Asher is
Cult
going to
totem.
bite the Hezro.
Yes.
It's at a -4 to its armor class. Thanks to the crit. So that will just hit.
Wow.
But not crit.
Yeah, actually, he rolled a 7.
Man,
If it moved over a little, we could have got opportunity.
Yeah.
Or,
Now you do a bunch of damage because you got strong jaw on you too.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It ups his damage die.
Like,
To next level, probably.
true.
So instead of a D6, it's a D8, but this time instead of a D4, it's a D6.
11, 20. Let's check his CMD. He's going to make a free trip attempt as part of his bite.
Ooh, if it trips, that means we get advantage when we attack.
This is true. He trips the Hezro
Which way does it fall?
backwards. He's trained for combat. So he grabs it by its ankles and then rips its ankles out from underneath it, causing it to topple back, and Asher deals 32 points of damage to him.
I mean, see better.
And Asher is a good boy, so it bypasses his DR/good.
Oh, we still under the effects of Greater Heroism?
No.
Okay.
That would.
Okay, that was the end of round 1.
No, we lost.
Oh wow.
Yes, so let's take a quick break, re-up on drinks, and we'll come back for round 2. And we're back. Round 2. Damn it, why are we in this mess? Alright, Van, you have the con. In brief, just to summarize, the 4 groups of Duncanites is what I guess I'll call them. Basically just moved up and started assessing what was happening. They saw the fight break out. There was a lot of repositioning round 1. Most notable things, Gauss saved Rael using some clever dimension dooring and dropped his boulders onto the altar. And Asher tripped the blue Hezro and is now basically opening up for a good old whackins.
I'd like to 5-foot fly closer to the Hezro with my stuff. Just to minimize it. Because I know I'm 40 feet up and he's and there's hypotenuse and all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to swift action. Insert a mixture that is Incendiary Catalyst and Alchemist Fire into the first bomb. I'm adding Unstable Accelerant to all these bombs, and they're all explosive bombs.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fire damage. These guys are not immune to fire damage, based on my assessment.
Bernardo is okay. They're, the
They have
base,
resistance.
The base Hezro template is not immune to fire.
I like how he emphasized base instead of.
You guys don't know what
Hezro.
these altars are doing, what these rituals are doing. Nobody's done like an arcane sight or anything like that. You don't know
I
what
don't
else they
have
have.
arcane
Yeah,
sight,
I mean, I've continued
That's
to
fine.
take magical.
yeah, they're all magical.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
So, the 28 versus touch.
Okay. He
On the
catches
first.
it.
He catches it
He catches it.
as he's holding it,
He catches it.
like monk style catch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm clarifying.
So he deflected
Still.
missile.
Yes.
Can blow up.
No.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So he catches.
I said I'm full round action, so.
Yeah.
There's one. This is. +2 to that wouldn't have mattered for that catching, right?
No, he just gets so many per day.
Okay. Well, that would be 14. 21 versus touch.
Miss.
Okay. I'm not hasted to touch both my attacks, so then you want to do whatever you want to do on the second bomb, because it missed.
There's nobody really around him, right? That's not the 10-foot burst. Is it just a regular 5-foot?
Oh, it's a 10-foot burst, it's explosive bomb.
Okay. It lands adjacent to him still, but in a random direction. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it lands here. And there's nobody,
Except
other than
him.
him within 10 feet. Okay.
So, reflex. Which I'm sure it's pretty good with.
What's the DC?
DC is still.
I got a
21.
23. Okay.
So then half a 13, so 6?
6 fire.
6 fire.
Okay.
But you probably resisted that.
He resists it.
Alright. Swift, that was my attack. I'm still like, okay.
Okay.
Let's see your tricks. Push that first bomb, then just kind of.
Yeah. Well, per the rules of the alchemist
Yeah.
bomb, like he would throw it back at you, but like you're the only one who can use them.
Yeah, so
he
like
did
inert.
like as he goes to like throw it back at you, it
I'll
becomes
just, like-
inert. Yeah.
I'll save that for later. Reignite that.
Are we in like a canyon like area? Like where?
Oh, we played
Are
catch.
those walls or?
Yeah.
This is a wall
Yeah.
back here. This is a ledge.
That's a ledge.
Yeah.
So how far down is it? Like right here?
40 feet.
Okay.
So we got high walls covered. That's good.
Okay. Da 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 da.
I would alert the party who was connected to me mentally before my turn that one in particular is wearing my armor, so he's going to be very hard to hit under normal
Which one?
conditions. The big gray one next to all the execution equipment.
Yeah, this
torch
guy.
stuff.
I wish
So
these
he's
guys
harder
were
to
dead.
hit.
Yeah. His armor bonus alone is 9. On top of everything else.
Doesn't.
Just let you know. Are those who can hear me in the
Spells at him.
But that was my turn.
Okay.
If only we had balls of fire. Great balls.
But they're resistant. If not,
If you cast dismissal on a demon who's wearing armor from this plane,
Great balls
does
of
the
light.
armor go with him?
It's like familiar.
Yeah, because they've been called, it will go back with him. It'd be the same as if you force him back through a gate. Like, it's gonna take all of his stuff with him.
If he's been called.
Oh, I say yes, so I'm not gonna try it.
All right. So it's the Hezro's turn. This one is not going to attempt to stand because I will provoke. Instead, it is going to cast a spell defensively using its standard action.
Wait, it's
Curl
gonna
up.
cast, you said?
Yes,
Are you? I'm gonna need to see you cast defensively.
that's what I'm doing.
See, it's a big gloves.
7. All right, so that makes the DC 22. He has a +10 to this. That's a 5, so he fails to cast defensively. So that will provoke from both you and Asher.
Yeah, get him, Asher.
15 plus 18.
You're gonna be 23.
33.
33. There's a
33
whole
hits.
other 10 there. I did the 8 and the 5 first. I'm sorry. I forgot to add the 10.
Plus 16. And Asher will hit as well.
No, 17 plus 16. 70 plus 16, Steve, huh?
17 plus
33.
16.
33.
Yeah.
So he takes 33 Kopeshi damage.
Okay.
Good awesomeness.
And Asher
I'm gonna start pronouncing it like Joe Pesci. It's the Kopeshi.
goes 27.
What do I look like? Do I look like a sword to you?
Okay. He is bloodied and
Nice.
loses the spell. So that was this one. This one
Come to me.
is going.
Can't see you.
That's why I want
Sock it to me, baby.
Alright, I'm gonna shout insulting things at him. Your mother was a bugbear, kobold.
There's a bugbear over here, dude. Don't put no, don't want to smoke.
Does he hear me?
He can't see you.
But he hears me.
Yes. All right. This one moves up on Bernardo and is going to bite him.
Doesn't he get an opportunity because he went through his
Yeah.
range? Bernardo ain't done shit to anybody.
He's done.
He just walked.
Yeah, poor Bernardo.
Average.
Okay. So 36 to hit Bernardo.
Mm-hmm.
Strength plus
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Does 18 hit his opportunity there? No. Shame.
Alright, well, Grenadier.
Yeah, definitely.
What is Bernardo's alignment?
True neutral.
Okay.
He is.
So Bernardo is going to take 31 magic slashing damage, and he is grabbed.
Okay.
Is that
The one guy who's done no attacking.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a.
And that was blind, so he's going to go with the pit.
Loser.
Rail. Can your dagger cast invisibility greater on someone else?
No. You have to move it.
Alright. The shepherd closes up to Grenadier
No.
and is going to make a touch attack.
Gonna break your shoulder, man.
This is what we
That's
do.
a natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what's the
Do you have spell resistance?
No.
Okay, make a fortitude save.
Yay.
What are you casting, if you don't mind me asking?
You're about to find out.
30.
A 30 passes.
Good job, bud.
So it only takes half the damage.
Thanks a lot.
And only half is blinded.
10.
No, usually when there's a blinded effect, if you pass, you don't.
Alright, you take 21 magic damage
Okay.
as you resist a slay living spell.
Well, at least that's off the table now.
Until next turn.
How much do you say? 21?
21.
Yeah, we need some more AoEs in this.
Hey, who's that guy?
I'm about to do it.
I
That's
touched
bad.
it. Thank you, whoever that was. Probably British. Somebody put me in the fucking name. There's not a dog over here kicking your ass. It's okay, he's already moved. He could double move if he wants, but
Yeah.
Alright.
That's
Grenadier's not coming to Bernardo's area.
Alright, so this group is going to move around Asher's threat range. Because they see as you large creatures. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Start repositioning this way.
Fine.
And then as they come around the corner, they start looking around. They see Ryel's there, and they're like, "That's weird."
Not
Hey,
as weird as
how
when
the hell
Rael
those
starts
guys get
casting
there?
spells.
They are like 100 feet away.
Huh? You're 100 feet away from here,
That was quick.
which each square is 5 feet. So you left this square.
I mean, I didn't. They did.
They left from over here.
Right. And I said, how the hell did those guys get there?
They moved this way.
I see that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So they're by the crates.
But yeah.
They double move to basically start ganging up right here.
Those are humanoids, you said?
Yeah. Bernardo.
I can't tell how many there are in this.
Bernardo
Three.
breaking the grapple.
Okay. Roll versus.
CMD.
Yep.
So I'm using my CMD.
Yep.
That is going to be 28.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. That's your move. You still have a standard.
Standard to attempt to break the grapple again.
Okay.
That was a grab.
16, so 2 higher.
That'll beat.
All right. I've broken it.
Okay. Shift you back in the square a little bit. Did you note? You are no longer grappled. He has grab, which means he initiates a grapple on a successful hit.
Yes. I do not feel that that was a waste of my turn now.
No.
Yeah, he was gonna swallow you next turn.
Yeah.
The next is Ricardo.
Ricardo is
Full
going to
attacking.
finish off the. Yeah, he's going to full attack.
Okay.
Oh. He's going to click the boots and full attack.
Okay.
Or
That's
activate
two
his boots as a swift action to get the extra attack in.
Okay.
Alright, so that should give me 3 attacks. There's 4 attacks, actually. 3 attacks. Never mind. We're only at double. Too many one-shots, guys. Alright, first attack. 18 on the die. Rolling to confirm.
Okay.
8 on the die. That confirms.
What's the total?
8 and 18, which is 26, which confirmed on him last time, and he wasn't on the ground.
Yep. You confirm.
Yep. Alright, so you want me to roll that damage, or do... I'll roll that damage now.
Sure. Yeah.
Doubling die rolls. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 30, 46.
46. He is super bloodied.
Super bloodied! Second full
Mega bloodied.
attack.
Yes.
And I forgot, he's on the ground, so...
Yep.
Add advantage.
That's what I kind of
And the result of your card is that you get to do another attack against him at your highest.
Okay, so this will be that one. The
card
attack.
So we can...
Card attack.
He's on the ground, so
There's
don't
no
we have an
advantage.
advantage?
There's no
Plus
advantage.
2.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Thank you, DM. Just follow what you're talking about. 18 and 13 is...
Expanded crit range.
No.
31.
18, 13, 31.
Hits.
Alright. That is going to be 11, 11, 22 plus 16. 16.
38.
38.
Okay. Dead. That's
Alright. I had 2 more attacks, man.
You did?
No, is he dead or is just unconscious?
unconscious.
That misses. Last attack.
I just
I'm
don't roll a
I'm
one
pop-
at that point.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
No. I'm not going to give you a card on a coup de grace.
Yeah. 7. Boom. Coup de grace.
All right.
Once again, I have the 2 extra attacks. I can't. You won't let me step into the next guy
Till you
next to
get
Bernardo
three.
because it's not
Well,
5
no,
feet.
you need like
yeah.
greater.
Exactly. Yeah. So because you didn't get the.
Yeah.
He's more than 5 feet away. But yeah. So
Exactly.
you finish that one off.
There's a feat for that though.
Okay.
Yeah. He's dead. Good. We're not having none of that.
So when he dies,
oh no.
Oh gosh.
I need Ricardo, Bernardo, Asher, Issa,
Not
and
me.
these 3 to make fortitude saves.
Oh, good. Oh, I got worried for a second, and then he's like, Fort, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, fighter and barbarian. That's the worst. That's looking like a hard pass. Alright. 11.
18.
Fail.
Ooh, the fighter's having a bad day. And 6, 10,
Bernardo is no good, very bad day.
23.
Also fail.
Ooh, fuck! You guys are fucked.
Right. So then Issa will pass with the 27,
Oh wait, auspicious mark.
and Asher nat ones.
Ooh. You mean he nat 20s, right?
You know he net what?
Yeah, you're right. Nah, not even gonna help. Just a waste of the
It's just gonna
auspicious
be the
mark.
one that brings
Was that a what? 20? What was it? 23.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I don't think a 25 would have made it past.
No.
Yeah. Waste of the auspicious mark.
Okay.
See less creepy.
And there's an effect card out.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So
Love it.
Both Bernardo and Ricardo failed.
Yeah,
and
but
so
there's a bunch of other people.
yeah, I still have to roll for them. Issa passed with a 27, and Asher rolled in that one. So those who failed, you are nauseated for a D4 rounds.
Okay.
No spell casting for you.
You can take
I'm
a
not
single
a
move
spellcaster.
action.
I know.
It's one round. So basically, you lose your next turn.
Well, that's good.
Roll in for this one.
Can he still not attack?
Fails. 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 So they are also nauseated. So as the Hezro dies, its gut rips open, and an absolute otherworldly, foul, necrotic, absolutely disgusting smell begins to blanket the whole area. Everything within 20 feet of it, unless other Hezro, had to make a fort save to avoid the death throes of its gut basically exploding.
But this causes no damage. It's just
It's
nauseated
just
effect.
nauseated.
Okay.
Shitty
Yeah,
condition.
it was a D4 rounds. I happened to roll one.
Okay. You're good. I guess I shouldn't have cooed it.
Okay, so that was Ricardo. Group 2 is the nauseated group, so they lose their turn. Rael.
Okay,
You're bleeding from your gut. Do something.
I am bleeding from my gut. Can I can't see because it's bad. Like, I can see on the screen.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Sorry, enough detail into what I need to do. It's not your fault, though.
Sorry, not sorry.
I remember my first time DMing. It was tonight.
And your cannon's in the way.
Well, that one I'm not moving. Fuck you.
Yeah. Only Sierra's allowed to move that.
Can I
different.
can I feint in between those two individuals to get flanking with Gauss?
Yes, that would be an acrobatics roll. The DC is 19 because that's their CMD.
So I don't roll a 1 because I have an 18.
Even if you roll a 1, you pass because it's a skill check. Ones don't automatically fail.
Okay.
But
So you
sprint's
just
automatic.
It's an 8 for 26.
okay. You move through their threat ranges without provoking an attack of opportunity. You're now flanking Gauss.
Alright, I'm going to sneak attack this individual.
Okay. He is flat-footed.
He's flat-footed. So that's unfortunate though because I rolled
And completely
16.
unaware he's being
A 16 hits. They're flat-footed.
17, I see. Okay, this is with the Dagger of the Shadowlands. 4.
All that beautiful bead footage.
It's max
Shitty
damage
damage?
die. So 4. 10, 15, 19. Wow, I'm really bad at math.
Even rage
10, 17, 21, 31 damage.
Oh shit. Nice.
No, that's just off of the daggers and the
So 31 plus.
plus another 2d6 for the dagger of the Shadowlands because I have 4d6 still for sneak attack damage. That's another 7, 13, 14,
44?
13 damage, so 44 damage to this individual.
Plus 13 or plus 14?
Another 14 damage on top of the 30.
So 31 and 14, yeah, 45.
45, yeah.
Okay, this one falls unconscious. Okay,
pick up his
so
weapon.
Move and a stab.
Loot the
Do
body.
you have a swift action?
Can I just like king him?
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck you.
Right between the legs.
3. Okay. So this Boggard is going to move here. And then it is going to start croaking and generating that aura of fear. The only 2 affected currently are Bernardo and Ricardo. I need you to make will saves.
I know she's your wife. The fucking dog's right there.
Fail and fail.
Okay, you are shaken.
Yep.
Not
Nauseated and shaken. Yeah.
Do I get 10? Do I get 10 points for that one?
No, this one lasts a different amount of rounds.
Oh, you're only nauseated and shaken.
Yeah, fair.
Actually, I should keep that one out for the live ones. Frightened, shaken. All right, so you have a -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
Yep.
And these ones are like, damn, that dude just fucking soloed a Hezro. We're gonna rethink our lives and maybe come over here.
Let's just take bets back here, man.
They're not to be that guy, but they watched 3 people attacking the Hezro. It's not like, oh, they just soloed my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you stabbed him and he exploded. That's what
Okay,
Out.
but there was also the dog there.
I'm going to.
You're 60 feet in the air.
I do not
Mhm.
accept this illegitimate
I don't
excuse.
know if I'm going to attack them, if I'm going to attack them.
That would have been a great thing to think about.
I've been thinking about it. I've been waiting to see where they were going to move because they all go before me. So I'm going to go after them. I'm going to fly 15 feet down and then hover over this area. And then Kamehameha blast down a cone cold down. So that way, because it's a cone, and they'll just blanket everything down there 60 feet below me. That's why I wanted to, instead of being 60 feet up, I wanted to be come down 15 feet and move over.
Okay.
Laser.
So we got 15, 30, 45,
45, yeah.
60. We'll put you there. And now you're 45 feet up from here,
Mm-hmm.
which is, yeah. Okay.
Unleash the storm.
Yeah, you'll hit the 4 guys in the pit. It's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah.
Okay. It offers spell resistance. Roll against Big Blind Hezro.
Body will do anything for me.
And I'm going to. Oh, I can't do it with that.
Gives you +2.
Yeah, it would negate the negative you've already taken. That would be about it.
13 plus
I mean, helpful, but not.
11 is 24 plus another 2.
26.
It's 26.
Okay. 26 overcomes the Hezro's SR.
Awesome.
Reflex saves. So on the caster, fails. Big one on the left. Fails. Big one on the right. Fails. Hezro. Fails. Alright, everything in the pit is affected.
Hit him hard. I softened up the cover.
1, 2, 4, 6, 12, 16, 24, 30, 38, 40 damage.
40 damage. I like it.
Cold. And then as a swift. I'm gonna radiate right down in there as well. I'm going to quick action. I'm gonna use a quicken rod on one of my irradiate spells.
Okay,
Down
what
in
level
there.
spells irradiate?
Huh?
What level spells irradiate?
3.
Okay.
How deep's the pit?
And I will shoot it 60 feet down.
Okay.
And it emanates in 10 feet. So if they're 10 feet within the where it emanates from, they take that. If not, then they're within the 30 feet.
I thought it was the whole zone
20.
is just now that DC.
No.
Based off your casting.
It's all different, depending on how far they are from it.
Okay.
It's like ground zero.
There's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's a spot that's 10 feet where it's high radiation, and there's from 20 feet, 40 feet out of that is medium radiation, and then 80 feet out after that, or another 40 feet.
Okay. What's the DC for the closest?
23.
Okay.
Fortitude save.
And this is Fort Negates.
No, half,
Okay.
partial, no spell resistance.
Right. Nat 1 on the guy right below you, so he automatically fails.
Okie dokie.
So he's ground 0, so he'll take the full damage for ground 0 level con damage.
Okay, and then everybody else will take medium, I guess.
Yeah. We'll just say everything else in the pit's within 40 foot radius from where you
Okay.
drop it.
So he has to make another Constitution. He has to make another Fortitude save. If he fails that one, he starts taking D6 strength damage every day.
Okay.
That's 6 con drain.
Alright, he nat 20's the second save.
All right.
Okay.
Tomorrow he has to make
6,
another.
you said 6 con drain.
Yeah.
So that's going to reduce his bonus hit points per hit die by 3, which brings his maximum allowable hit points down by 30, which will kill him.
Okay.
All right, he's dead.
And then the others all have to make the Fortitude saving throw as well. 23.
Okay. We'll start with the caster. Might passes. And moving over here. It's 1 damage. This one fails.
Okay. For the one that passed takes 1 con drain. The one that failed takes 4 con drain.
You roll 1 damage die for that part of the pool.
Then 4.
Okay.
So the one that passed takes 2
2.
con drain.
And the other one takes 4. Okay, and then Hezro is not immune to diseases, so he is subject to radiation. Okay, and he also failed his 4th save. So he will also take 4
Yep.
con.
And they all have to make another one for the strength.
Okay. The caster fails. It takes strength damage, I don't care.
They all go. It's 1.
Big one also fails.
That's still
1 strength damage.
And then
Caster.
also fails. Wow, the
One
pit
strength.
is basically just nothing in the pit is making saves right now.
Yeah. No, they can't see anything.
They can't see.
They have no
they're
comms.
they're frog popsicles, and now they're irradiated frog pop blind. They're irradiated blind frog popsicles.
Awesome. That's some Cthulhu
You know,
stuff.
if only
Yeah.
you had the cloud of daggers and then a whirlwind at the same time. This
Yeah,
Just
or
immediate
the wind. There's another spell that adds another type of. You could deafen them with like winds of pandemonium or something.
Oh, there's screaming.
But that's a
vengeance.
permanent
yeah.
deafness, I believe.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
I'm not allowed to use it because it's evil. But
Yeah. Okay.
Where does it say evil?
So that Hezro is fucked up.
Use it anyway.
Took 4 con drain, which brings his con down from 29 to 25.
I could really use. I don't know what.
And
Pretty sure I'm shaking until certain times.
he's got 10 hit die, so he's gonna lose 20 hit points.
Shaking is only minus 2 hit.
Yeah, his maximum hit points goes down.
But I'm a frontline striker, so that's important.
No.
I'm not saying that it's like it's gonna end the entire game. It's just if I could get rid of it, it would be nice.
Which is
I got
nice.
that.
No, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure there might be a chance to roll out of it.
Alec, that was your turn. Grendier.
Grandier's turn.
all right, we're back.
Grendier.
It's like, haha, I do 5 damage. Well, I do 5
I'm
damage.
going to
Fine,
full
'cause we're black.
attack the man in front of me
Okay.
as he stabbed me and doing. He also tried to slay me.
It's a cleric versus a shaman, 1-on-1. Here we go.
I'm also going to use my swift to activate a feat I have using my war domain, channeling force, which will add 7 because it's my channel dice added to my damage. So, first attack. No.
This is good.
14.
Dash note. Dash note.
16.
That's
Miss.
needed to.
Well, second attack.
Roll high.
19.
On the die.
19.
This is what I grip
27.
27 hits.
Fantastic. 12 damage.
He's a monster.
And we have a visit.
Spontaneously.
27?
Yeah.
Did you remember to add your channel dice to the damage?
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
How many channel dice do you have?
7.
7D.
6. No, it's just just the amount of die, I thought. For channeling force. I didn't channel smite.
Right.
Channeling force only does the
Well,
damage.
he doesn't
die.
get to do that one anymore now.
Yeah. Grant your weapon attack a bonus on damage rolls equal to the number of dice your channel.
The number of dice. Okay, so it doesn't add the dice to the pool.
No, it just
Okay.
adds +7.
Okay.
Way to go, Jack.
So what was the total?
12.
13. It was 13 a minute ago.
No, it's 12.
Okay. Do you have a third attack?
I do not believe I do.
Okay. Swift action. You already used it to activate the feat, so you're done.
I did my best.
All right. These four start shouting and trying to like get the attention of the towers, and you see several of them. The orc model will like fall back and draw a war horn and go to signal the towers. The two Knoll minis
Maybe Issa could bow him or something.
are going to. You're in the air. He's right there. Charge distance is going to charge Grendier to the square. And then
It looks like he wants Grandier too.
this one is going to move to support his caster.
I got you, buddy.
That'll miss.
Issa should shoot
Gauss?
some arrows out soon.
Right. Well, I was going to do a thing, but now I'm going to do a different thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to move over here.
Ah, leave Rael on his own. I love it.
Yep.
15, 30.
Yep. And I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt to try and hit this guy and this guy.
You can probably clip that one with the axe too.
And probably clip that
If it
one
was
with the axe,
chain
too.
lightning, yeah.
Well, if it was white.
I know.
Yeah.
I tried.
So you can hit this Hezro and this guy.
Yep.
Okay, roll for spell resistance on the Hezro.
No, it's okay.
Damn.
See, that's what happens when you have the power tier.
Sometimes it backfires. I use it.
Yeah,
Wow.
should have been by the power of
So
Bahamut.
10. 11.
11.
Alright, fails. Unaffected. The other guy doesn't have a reflex save, or doesn't have a spell resistance, so he's going to roll his reflex save. He's going to get an 18.
Fails.
Okay, roll your damage.
Just dies.
Not bad. Okay.
Remember the ring also adds to the number of dice in your pool.
Totally do. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 19. 29, 39, 19, 29, 39,
So I keep borrowing yours and I
44, 57. 57.
That's 3 away from max.
Yeah. That's how much I do.
Okay, so that was 7 6s and 3 5s.
No, I get a bonus to electric damage.
Oh yeah, because of your thingamajig.
Yeah.
Alright, he's dead.
Nice. And the other guy takes nothing because spells.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
If I push that boulder off the pedestal and on into the pit, what do you think would happen?
Alright, Issa.
She's gonna shoot her bow at the spellcaster that nauseated us, or feared us.
Asher is going to 5-foot step here and full attack the Hezro.
Thank goodness.
This one hasn't had its armor class reduced. So we got plus 16, that's a 34, that'll hit, and then plus 11, which is another 18, that's a 29, that'll hit, so he hits twice.
Good job, Ash.
Good boy.
The British boy.
Gorgeous boy.
Talking here.
13, 22, 29 damage from the first bite.
Good puppy.
And one less. And then using his highest one, he's going to attempt to issue a trip.
7. Nice.
It's time they can land on it.
There's a 29, which is a CMD, so he trips this Hezro.
Is nice.
Catch that, motherfucker.
This was a good plan.
Alright, then Issa.
Only until the tower starts shooting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Issa is going to do a perception check to see if she can find any other individuals with a signal horn. Move action. She sees that this one also has a signal horn, so since that was her move, she's going to attack that guy. And she is going to call out to general the party to announce that the one she is going to shoot also has a signal horn. So look for the arrow.
Spiteful mark.
Called shot into the mouth. That'll solve that problem.
You already feel
No, the mouth. It's an
So,
arrow in your
plus
mouth.
15.
Survive or not.
She hits with a 25.
It's like,
Collins, you have hateful mark claim.
saving that clip.
if you're not. Please don't.
Okay. So she has 12 damage to that.
Did the other guy actually get the horn? Did he actually blow it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the other guy blew it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then why did
It's
I
like a
waste my
free
turn
action.
shooting him? I thought you said he went to...
All damage is good damage.
Well,
I
I
was
mean,
gonna kill the 3 guys in line with us.
No.
Still good.
I know, that's okay. I'm just saying, this guy, and this guy. The people who are gonna damage me next round.
you're invisible.
Yes.
Aren't you greater invis? Or are you regular invis?
You've already declared I'm invisible.
Were you regular invis or greater invis?
I was regular
Okay,
invis.
so now you're visible. Because now you actually dealt damage.
Wait, doesn't
Right.
Sierra have a
But I
multi-attack?
wouldn't have been doing that. But that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
This is fine.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, she used a move edge.
I cast emergency force field. I do it right now because it's an immediate action.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I come visible and I'm like, oh shit, come out.
Alright, and that was easy. That's the bottom of 2. Back to the top of 3 with Van.
Is the shepherd and the other guy like with? They're right next to the fallen Hezro, correct?
Yep.
What about?
And shepherd still has Grandier grabbed.
No.
No.
No. Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I attempt to kill the Hezro.
Okay.
I consider him the biggest threat. I will
Okay.
infuse the another incendiary catalyst alchemist fire mix. Explosive unstable. Oh. .22 versus touch. And he's on the ground.
Yeah, so technically he's prone, so you have a -4 to attack him. Because it's a ranged attack.
Alright, so 18 versus a grounded touch.
Miss.
But he loses his dex because he's prone.
He takes a -4 to his dex.
Close enough.
No. Okay.
He takes the 4. Alright, we both take the 4. Because he's prone and he loses dex.
No, he
takes a -4 to his
dex.
dex, which only lowers his AC by 2. So 18.
Does that
Still misses.
No. But you said also I think a -4 because he's prone.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bomb lands here.
Great.
What's the blast radius?
This time.
Okay, so Ricardo is 15 away, so he's not in. But you hit Issa, Asher, Bernardo, and the Hezro.
Reflex saves. Then.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna take one, so. No. 15? Yeah, I know.
The Hezro gets a 26.
Yeah, passes.
Alright, so we're only hurting. It's now.
Issa rolls a 1.
Quick, curling in the fetus position.
And Asher gets a 22.
Alright, so
Asher's hero.
13 on the fails and 6 on the passes.
What's the DC?
21.
So it sounds like the Hezro and Asher passed.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was fire?
Yes.
Okay. Asher takes 6 fire damage.
Oh, it's fire?
Yes.
Bernardo shakes that off with his ring of fire protection.
Can I do it?
Heat 20.
That's
He has who?
frustrating.
Because Bernardo's the
Bernardo?
new one.
Bernardo has the ring of cold and the ring of fire.
He has both?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, he doesn't take any.
Yeah. Because he was the only one with the open ring slot.
Yeah.
Ricardo's got 2 rings already.
What are his rings?
He's got a ring of protection. Oh, he does have a ring, an open ring slot. Damn. I'll have to switch that out later on.
Okay.
I thought he had another ring for some reason.
And so I'm having a shit time hitting this Hezro, apparently, no matter what I do. I'm gonna switch the second bomb to one of the other 2 next to nurse standing.
So
That's not Grendier, I hope.
okay, so the
Shepherd?
The shepherd.
Yeah. Yeah, well, just shit. That's all that. So that is 21 versus touch.
That'll hit the shepherd.
Grendier still over there?
Yes. Yeah.
Ignoring his square.
Yep.
First one.
Oh, now we're ignoring squares.
Thank
I
you.
couldn't miss.
Oh yeah, I'm telepathic. Thank you.
I'm just glad I got that fire ring when I did. Make sure one thing.
Class. Player. Explosiveness. Okay. Nice. Alright, so 10. Clearly past 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be 41 fire damage to Shepherd.
Okay.
And then Reflex Slave, is there, I guess, the Hezro? Since I'm ignoring Grendier.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Hezro and the Null.
And then no, yeah.
So the Null rolls a 6 and will fail. The Hezro also fails.
Then they each take 13.
Okay. Alright. The Shepherd takes no fire damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Would I conclude that
You
was
recall that
from
Duncan and the other cleric, the higher ups, they had some kind of fire immunity.
fire
from the previous fight.
resistance?
Yeah.
Not immunity, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hit a little higher. Wait, no, he actually got Shepherd had outright all of the immunity.
Immunity. Yeah.
Oh.
Because you did more than 30.
Yeah.
You did, what, 31 was it?
I was in like 41.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You didn't take any.
Noted.
Okay. So that was Van. Hezro is sad.
But can stand up freely as I can't move.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't.
He can't stand up freely because Asher is still there.
Oh yeah, Asher passed it. Moved it into me.
So, the Hezro is going to
I mean, he could.
is going to crawl back this way, which will provoke from Grendier and Asher.
Hit hard. I saw that. You have a dice roll to right in front.
And Asher misses with a 4.
24 to hit.
Hits because he's prone.
Cool. Alright.
This is your last attack with that buff, by the way.
Yeah, because I fall on that. Alright. And I can't use a swift action right now, can I?
You cannot. This is a reaction.
You can swiftly react.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. 15 damage.
Okay, is your weapon good aligned?
No.
Okay.
I thought all your weapons were good on your player.
But it doesn't have like.
Okay.
Okay. So he's gonna move there.
Make it good.
So now he's no longer threatened, and he is going to cast Blasphemy.
Let me guess. Bernardo?
Everyone within 40 feet.
There.
Not me.
Not me.
Yes, you?
No.
Oh, no, because of the force shield, yeah. Actually, I think Rael's out 10,
Ooh.
20, 30.
I don't
Nope,
think
Rael is
Blasphemy
just
actually
in.
affect me. I'm neutral.
But does it have line of effect because
You are
I'm blocking with my shield?
It's a 10-foot dome, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying
yeah,
in
because
it.
he's at the edge, and it has to go up and then, like, back down. I'm going to say, because he was right on the edge, I'll say Rael's covered from it. Because that is a good point. It is a force effect, so it does block spells. But everyone who is not evil, I
Ryan
need
would have been
them-
fine anyway.
actually, he has to roll against Issa's spell resistance. What's that? SR.
I might actually pass this one.
And he fails. That's a 3, so Issa is unaffected.
The good one. Or the evil one.
Okay. Well, and the save was?
It's a DC 25.
No.
The type save.
Huh?
What's the type save?
Straight
Will.
die?
Will
Yeah.
save. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got halfway to Will and then you got to her SR.
Yeah.
And you never said
What?
Will. So
What's
I'm
the
like,
DC?
but,
25.
Pass.
like, it wasn't just me, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Straight fails across the board.
Okay.
No, 16. I failed.
Okay.
Because I'm right on the edge of that.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah. It's unaffected, unaffected. And you're out, you're way out, so you don't need to
Alright.
roll. Because you're also 40 feet in the air.
45.
Yeah. Because hypotenuse. Okay. So, for everyone who failed,
Does that mean the bear has to roll or is the bear evil too?
they're evil, so they're not affected. Okay. Everyone who failed is going to take 7 strength damage.
And
D4
yeah,
goes up here.
my guys are just gonna lay down.
Okay.
At 7 strength damage, there's nothing I can do to help you guys anymore. I can't
Alright.
even wield those weapons. Because I use great weapons. And tower shields.
Okay. If you passed, it will be 3 strength damage.
Yeah. 7, that's gonna take me down to 12. And 11.
Disengage.
I'm not next to anyone to disengage. I'm just
Okay.
gonna lay down.
And then
Running away.
if you failed, you are also dazed for 1 round.
Okay.
So you are not paralyzed because you are not level 7. So you're suffering the second effect from blasphemy, which is weakened and dazed. So the dazed is negated on a successful save, and the weakened is halved.
So is Eason probably affected?
He did not overcome Issa's SR,
Ah.
and I didn't roll for Asher yet because I was looking this up. He only has a +3, so he needs to nat 20 this. And he does not, so he is also weakened. Okay. The shepherd will 5-foot step here. Actually, you're not invisible, right?
No.
Okay, so you're up there throwing down bombs, and he doesn't move.
Oh, fuck off.
But you're 40 feet in the air, which is fucking annoying.
I'm in my weakened day state. I feel good.
Yeah. Okay. No. So he will 5-foot step there. He is going to attempt to stab Grendir with the sacrificial knife. It's a 17 on the die for a total of where did he go? 36?
36 on it.
Okay. Your negative level returns. So you are no longer at -1 negative level. You gain a negative level. And you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Would I feel that?
Yes, you would feel it instantly. And in fact, you would actually see your life force like leave the dagger and move back to you as it drains Grendir's. Like it has a capacity of 1 until something happens. Okay. These ones are also gonna. Those 3. So he's gonna move around to here, double move, and single move to here. Alright, so this one moves up a little. This one moves out a little. This one's hurting. Alec, are you invisible?
No.
Okay. Both of these casters turn to you,
Okay.
and they're going to both shoot you with a magic missile. Do you have shield up?
I do.
Okay, the spells both fail.
Okay.
Shit aimed at me, you fools.
Reposition to here, also double moving. So he's no longer blinded, but he is fucked up, so he's going to go a long way. Group 1. You can't be attacked because of the force effect, so this one will. These are both going to move to engage Rael.
Force effects. Bless you.
Yeah, they would see the spell effects, like, not moving through it.
Of the board thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Could you spend
Instant.
awesomeness?
They would see the reverberation, I guess, of the blasphemy, like, echo off of it, like, attempt to hit it.
Gotcha.
There's a couple things. So they move to Rael. They each only get 1 attack. That's a natural 1.
Oh, yo, buddy.
Let's check explode.
He provokes an attack of opportunity, and he is flat-footed for this.
Oh, I'm gonna miss him.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
That's
No. This is a 26 to hit.
You hit. And you get your sneak attack. While you do that, the other guy is going to roll. He's got a 24.
1, so 16, 21, 22.
Alright, the bastard sword is not heavy.
29, 30 damage to this man.
Attacks.
Okay. He falls unconscious. Does the 24 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. So then the other one misses. Bernardo?
Well, the only thing Bernardo could actually do right now is to drop his tower shield.
Okay.
and move into the spellcaster with his bastard sword for an attempt at an attack.
Okay, 5 foot step.
No, not five. Not that enemy. That
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Might
move
as well
here.
tie up a spellcaster.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, we're looking for an 18 up.
Okay.
It's 5. Ben's turn.
Okay, Ricardo.
Ricardo cannot actually do anything because his current weapon loadout is all listed as heavy, which requires a 12 strength to beat.
Okay.
So he's sitting there holding his weapons at his side going, come on.
Okay.
Actually, at the top of his lungs, he'll scream, Grendir, if you have a resto, now would be the time.
Okay.
That was Ricardo.
End turn.
Okay.
Both of the guys who took
Yeah.
strength damage would like it. I should elaborate.
Okay. This one didn't like getting shot. Draws its signal horn and signals. It's actually gonna get 5, 10.
Yep.
So it'll fall back over here.
Wait.
Signal
Both of those have to go back.
What do you mean?
They're still on their turn where they can't do anything.
Dazed.
Bernardo and Ricardo are still dazed
Okay.
from the original. Well, not just that, from the nauseated
Last
round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still just. Yeah.
Gross.
Never mind.
Okay. So yes, there's repositions. This one will charge Ricardo.
He's helpless.
And I can't charge through his square. This one will double move to here. Come around this way. So they enter Asher's threat range, so they don't provoke. So this one double moves, so he can't attack, but this one will attack Ricardo.
Okay.
That misses. That's only a 12.
Look, don't forget, he's both dazed and stunned right now.
You're not stunned, you're nauseated. You still defend yourself, you just don't take
No,
actions.
I'm under like 3 effects right now. I was stunned for a round, I was dazed for a round, and I was nauseated.
I don't remember stunning you. How
Oh
did
no,
you
it
get
wasn't
stunned?
stunned. No, I'm under 3 effects.
Shaken.
Yeah, you're weakened from the strength
Yeah,
damage,
I'm weakened from the strength.
Yeah.
There was a secondary effect on that one.
which you passed.
No, I did not.
Oh no, actually no,
pass.
that's the daze. That's you lose your next turn.
And then when I was nauseated, there was a second effect after being nauseated from the beast
shaken.
busting. Shaken.
Yeah, shake it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shaken, dazed.
You can still defend yourself. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't. Ricardo can't lift his weapon.
He died.
Alright. Rael.
You tried.
Yeah.
Nah, this is bad time.
Can I
to
faint
spell.
this individual because I didn't faint the last time?
Yes, roll a bluff check.
It's an 18 on the die.
You faint him.
Alright, cool.
I just
You know what I need? I need somebody to cast Miracle on.
4.
That'll do. Wish. Limited wish.
if we had one.
No, that sucks.
Hey, Hecate, if you heal all my strength damage, I'll kill Alec.
13. 23.
Damn, what's shot? Oh, I double cross that.
23 plus 14. That's 37 damage to the standing individual.
He is unconscious as well.
Can I just coup de grace all 3 of you guys?
Yeah, you start
Just like
throwing your daggers out, going for jugulars. Okay. Me. Three. This one maintains the croak. That's a standard. He has to keep you within 20 feet, so we'll just step up.
The croak does the.
Shaken. If more than 3 of them get together, it will turn into frightened. But you have to be within 20 feet of them when it starts.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alec,
Scorching ray on the cleric.
this one.
Yep.
Okay. What's the range?
Really far.
Probably medium. Okay. Just if it was close, we may have to recalc it, but as long as it's long or medium, it should be fine.
It is
Array.
close. 25 plus 5 feet for every 2 levels. So it's 30.
25.
50 feet.
Okay.
Can I reach him? We'll have to move a little bit.
You're 45 feet in the air,
Yeah.
so no. You'd have to move back to here.
Alright, staying at my 45 feet up still, so yeah. And then I'll shoot him
Okay.
with a scorching ray.
He's got an 18 touch.
No, I miss.
Alright, that's the first ray. Did you get 3 bolts?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Second one, 7. That one is also gonna miss.
Okay.
And 11. That one will hit.
Okay. Roll your fire damage.
6, 12, 13 fire
No, shut
damage.
it.
Okay.
Fire damage is muted.
Your fire damage.
Oh, that's
is
right.
He's in
I
Okay.
thought. Oh,
Oh, you were attacking Shepherd. I thought somebody else.
You said the cleric, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming you didn't mean Grendier.
this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Grendier.
For
That's
my
a movement of state- yeah,
swift.
yeah.
2 more of those.
Wait.
I will end my turn. I'm
Okay.
not gonna use my swift.
Grendier.
So I want to also say Lesser Resto takes 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'd have to get someplace, or at least be
Yeah.
defended from there.
And Lesser Restore only does levels, it doesn't do ability damage. You need regular restoration for ability damage.
I think you have that back.
Lesser
Sorry.
Restoration
I
dispels any
just looked
magical
it up.
effects, reducing one subject's ability scores, or cures 1d4 temporary ability damage.
Yeah.
You're reading Restoration or Lesser?
Lesser.
Yeah.
All of this could be done through text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1d4. Yeah.
It's quick.
Well,
Yeah. It's quicker to solve.
I can't 5-foot step and then move, correct?
Correct.
And then if I
You can
ran-
5-foot step and take a move equivalent, like draw a weapon.
If I ran to where the rest of my party is, like where Ricardo and Bernardo are,
Mm-hmm.
how many attacks of opportunity will I take?
3.
3?
And one of them from the Hezro, which will initiate a grab if he hits, which will prevent you from completing the move. You take the disengage action, none of them provoke, but you take, that'll be your standard and movement.
If I move straight back to where Gauss is, where Gauss and East is, would I take it?
Yes, that doesn't change the number of creatures who are currently threatening.
Because
this
he has like
square.
reach.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yes, he has reach. So the shepherd, this Knoll archer, and the Hezro are all threatening the square you're in. If you 5-foot step here, you are threatened by no one.
Yeah.
But then you can't take another move action, and you're left with a move equivalent and a standard.
I will.
Bruce, what are you doing? Out. Stand up. We all love you very much, but this is people time, not doggy time.
I will disengage and move back to the line in front of Asher, next to I think that's Bernardo with the shield.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
disengage to here?
Yeah, I think
Sit.
it's the same one.
Can you sit on
I'll
the
look
board?
at
Sit.
Yeah, you're good.
Disengaged behind Issa.
But
Still
either
cast
way,
at 30 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Issa is now in front of you, acting as a shield with Asher. You might have a chance of surviving while being hit.
I'm moving here.
For 3 rounds longer.
I know, but if you stand in front of the enemy for 3 rounds,
Yeah. I go there
Okay.
and then
Stop
I
it.
can't
So
cast.
just to the second square.
Yes.
Okay, so
at
you
least you have a chance.
so you disengage to here.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's on my ends my turn.
Okay.
And then next turn I'll start the lesser restorer.
Right.
All right.
If it takes 3 rounds, there's no point bother.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're the frontline striker now.
The faster we kill everything, the faster we can save them.
Well, then I shouldn't have
So
moved
this
that.
one repositions to here,
No, you don't want to be surrounded in 3 directions taking hits either.
and this one repositions to here as they get ready to close on Gauss once the force field goes down.
Excellent.
They try to actually close onto you and then hit the force field.
Nice.
Oh, hello.
Maybe they don't know how it
Prey.
works.
Hello there.
Gauss.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my wand of rod of elemental substitution.
Okay.
And I'm gonna elementally substitute my lightning bolt for cold damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit I'll drop the force field, move over yonder besides Rael, and cast it and hit all 3 of them. Yep. One I think this way. So I can hit the Hezro and those 2 guys.
Nice.
And I'm use piercing pierce spell to increase my SR piercing by 5.
Okay.
Alright. So reflex saves.
Okay. Roll on the Hezro.
Doesn't matter. That's a 1.
So it's a check. So ones could still pass. So
Yeah,
that's
I mean, it
11,
could.
16.
Yeah.
Do you have any other buffs?
No.
Okay. Did you take that feat I told you where you could take a 10?
I'm 99% sure I did.
Okay.
There's a feat where you can take a 10 on.
On caster level checks to overcome spell resistance.
What's that feat?
Arcane Mastery.
Yeah.
I took that.
Okay. Do you want to take a 10 instead
I
of
don't
one?
want to take a 10.
Okay.
Take a 10, Chief.
I had a kind of
You're
like
welcome, bud.
You know what?
Hey,
Okay. So yeah, so you take the 10. So now it's 10.
Yeah.
Plus 10 is 20. Plus 5 is
Plus 5 is
25.
25.
Okay. 25 beats his SR.
That's why I took that.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to charge you a plot card.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
So, damage.
And like, I know it doesn't come up that often, but like,
No.
yeah.
And it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the DC on the reflex save?
20. Well, now, yeah, it's 20.
Okay, he fails. He also fails. And the Hezro is prone and fails.
Sucks. Okay, yeah. So that's 16. 26, 31, 44. Lightning, or cold damage. Well,
You're just unconscious or dead?
Unconscious.
Coup de grace, my man.
They have 37 hit points. Okay.
did the
Whittle him down,
Hezro
Hezro.
still alive?
Yes.
Kabow. Get, right, get. Do your job.
Okay. So as a move, standard and a swift to use the rod.
That's all I got.
Okay. Issa is going to have that Hezro keeps getting off spells. It's going to be nasty. So
You know, there's 2 like wizards over there. It might help.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Are they on our team?
She's gonna order a retreat, and she's gonna order everyone to start getting out and getting back. Mainly because she was gonna point out that there were 3 Hezros in the pit, and you've only dealt with 2.
Did we get Van's armor back?
He's still alive.
No, he's still alive. So she's gonna move back 40 feet, like this, And she is going to use her magic to cast through Asher. And
Expeditious retreat.
no, Expeditious Retreat isn't a druid spell. That's kind of weird. She's gonna ready to cast entanglement. Actually, in this zone, so she's gonna call out entanglement on Asher, disengage, and she's gonna drop an entanglement here to give you guys difficult terrain that the enemies have to slog through in order to pursue you. She's gonna wait until the brothers have disengaged.
I assume it's starting from here and going this way.
It's a radius, so she's gonna drop it 50 feet out, and then once you guys take your disengage action, she'll cast it. And then because she has forest walk, Asher has forest walk, so he's gonna be unhindered by it. And Grendir. Grendir would also need to disengage.
Okay.
So Asher will be effectively immune to it, but for the rest of the group, she's ordering a disengage. Yeah. And then she'll have Asher full attack these guys. So we got one attack here.
I mean, if you have to.
We'll crit, roll to confirm. Confirms with a 32. He's dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This one. We'll also threaten to crit with a 19 on the die and the spell. Rolling to confirm. Confirms with a 17 on the die for a 29.
It's dead.
And he dies, yeah. Because his bonus damage alone times 2 will knock him unconscious.
There you go.
So he rips those two throats out. And then
Everything.
he's actually going to step to here to put a little bit of threat onto the head throw. Okay, so that was Issa. That's the end of 3. Let's take a quick break. And